And then on to Baldur's Gate. The game where every single city block takes you a full day to play. There's so many flowers in the yard right now. There's a whole part of my yard that I don't really mow. I just kind of watch it go. And early in the year, I was kind of worried about it. Like a lot of like the grassy, sprouty things were like 4 feet tall. I'm like, this is gonna turn into a jungle. But it's really interesting the way that like the yard changes over the course of the summer. By this point now, it's just basically like ankle high, calf height grass that's like really thick and lush. And then every couple of weeks, there's new flowers and like new weeds. Right now, there's a lot of like these kind of purple pink flowers out there. It's interesting how much things change all the time. This is a good phase for sure. It seems like late in the summer is when like a lot of wildflowers and stuff start to be more common. A lot of really, really pretty kind of purple things. That's amazing. I always instinctively like someone who knows that like more greenery is more life in the house. There's nothing more beautiful. A lot of people will try to have like a really immaculate house and have things really, really like clean and cold and hard. But there's no decoration better than greenery. It's just a reality. It's a better home. It's like a more loving space, warmer. Are they like herbs or are they all decorational? Or are they all decorative? Sorry. I slept so badly last night. It's one of the very rare nights where my cat's like out hunting and she didn't come in at like midnight when I was going to bed. And then you just can't like, if there's something in your mind, it's kind of like a microcosm of what stress is like. But like even if there's something as minor in your mind as where's your cat, you don't really sleep that well. Like I fell asleep and then woke up a few minutes later, kind of like a little bit, kind of can feel the cortisol coursing a little bit. And then wait, doing something what I never would do normally, which is wake up at like 10 to 4 in the morning and just like instantly just get up and go outside to see if she's there. And she was, and she came in. Then you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, God. It's a whole different thing. Alright, where am I? This is the guild hall? Wow, this place is huge. Lady Croup, Nine Fingers Keen. I guess I could bring Minsk for this, but why would I do that? Yeah.
Ah, you survived. Which means my employers are dead, I take it. No matter. Gives us a chance.
This is the bard who ran out of them.
Nine Fingers is done. My Zentarim stand ready to purge this place of everyone loyal to her. So all I need to know is, does that include you? Or not?
Let me go talk to her first. Why are you working for the cult? They want to enslave everyone.
You fail to see the bigger picture. Yes, they offered us money, but more than that, they offered an opportunity. The money is a bonus.
What does
The
that mean?
Zentarim have been trying to crack Baldur's Gate for years, but Nine Fingers' grip has been too strong. And look what it's come to. Her guild is disorganized, undisciplined. The cult broke their
The Zentarim are fucked up. They're definitely trafficking with the tadpoles.
Still stands strong. A guild under our control can do what Nine Fingers failed to. Drive the Absolute out of the city once and for all. We're all on the same side. If there are spoils to be split afterwards, well, I'm sure there's enough to share.
Enough talking. Get out of my way or die.
A hero. There's a time for heroics, my friend, and a time for common sense.
Stone apple plants. I don't know what those are.
This was the latter. To arms, Zentarim! The guild is ours! Once we clear out the vermin.
Did I have to talk to this person? I want to see if I can actually talk to Nine Fingers, who I don't know at all. I don't know what stone apples are. Are they something different than what it sounds like? Indian stone apples? No, I've never seen. I've never even seen this before. No, never had one before. That's cool. It's good to know about a new one. So they work. They're on plants, not trees. Yeah, they look like it. I guess the name is fitting then, huh? Okay, let's go down here again, and let's see if I can actually talk to this lady.
Let's be on my way.
Ah, you survived.
Alright.
9 fix of all I need to know is, does that include you?
I'm loyal to whoever can help me save this city.
Then look no further. The Zentarim can protect the city, but only with 9 fingers out of the way. Her guild is disorganized, undisciplined. The cult broke them in a matter of days, while my Zentarim still stands strong.
Do they have a lot of seeds inside?
Guild under our, we're all on the same side. If there are spoils to be split,
Okay, can I sneak past her?
I'm sure
Let's find out.
there's
I have no idea who this Nine Fingers person is because I've clearly done this in the wrong order. I should have done this before I did a lot of the stuff that I've done recently, like find Minsk. I should have done this before I went to the counting house. I just kind of forgot about it. Do you guys make a lassi out of it? Going to Indian restaurants makes me as excited as going to Lebanese restaurants because I can get a mango lassi or a mango nectar at those 2 restaurants respectively. Oh man, I love lassis. Lassis are like the perfect drink for me. I love my yogurt. Mango's like the greatest fruit in the world. You can't beat that. Yeah. Always so refreshing. Perfectly balances with Indian food. Kind of like thick and creamy. Kind of like cools you down. Amazing. Indian food is a great yogurt inlet. Like, yogurt is like the best possible marinade for is there a way down here? Yogurt is like the best possible marinade for chicken. Okay, how do I get to this woman? Alright, duck down.
Should mind my step.
What's all this now, Zen? The city's ransom I'm paying you, not enough.
What's happening here? I need to figure this out. Sounds amazing.
Ah, 9 fingers is.
I should save before getting here.
My Zentarim stand ready.
Yeah, mango's the greatest. They're obviously not native to Canada, and I grew up in a pretty rural place. The first time I ever had a mango was when I was 16. A very good friend of mine, his mom was Australian, and his parents were split up, so his mom was visiting from Australia, and she was staying there. So I went over to his house in the summertime. We were playing like Gran Turismo or something, and his mom's like cut us up a mango and gave it to us. And I'd never in my life had a yellow mango or a mango of any kind at all. Blew my fucking brain out. Neuronal circuits connecting and being created that I just had never known before. Still great. I don't really like red mangoes as much. I like Atolfos. They have a better texture, less fibrous. I think they taste better. They're more consistent as well. Red mangoes are not that consistent. They can be very good, but mostly I don't think so. Too fibrous. Less flavor. Not that same like cohesive texture that Atolfos have. Yeah, I bet. Okay, how am I gonna go talk to this person so I know what I'm doing here?
Cautious.
All this I can't walk through. I'll be spotted. If I go here, I'm gonna be spotted on the netting. Centaurum. Centaurum.
Ransom I'm paying you, not enough.
If I go this way, I think there's no chance that I'm not spotted, but I'll try it.
Light on my feet.
Let's talk price. Easy.
Okay.
Any guild members?
Oh, Mole's here. So I managed to sneak past her. This is good. Happy Hands and Mole. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Wow, look who it is. Glad to see you in the city. Hope you found plenty of coin in Ketheric's coffers.
She looks a bit different.
Ready to do some business?
I found the contract you signed with Raphael, Mole. Do you want it?
Give me that. Can't have this floating around loose. I thought I was meant to be the thief.
I killed him in hell. He's gone for good.
You bloody idiot! You can kill half the devils in the hells for all I
Dude,
care.
Mole has grown up hard here.
Now was my patron. He made promises.
He always does, baby. He always does.
This is just a hiccup, though. I'll still run this city one day. With
Yeah, dragon fruit's
or
good.
without wrath, and when I do, my guild won't look on.
Yeah, Mole's got a dark arc here. Jesus. Yeah, dragon fruit's pretty common at like Chinese and Vietnamese cuisine. So I've had a lot of opportunities to get it.
Talk
It does.
sticky. Until I come to collect, our business is done.
Till I come to collect. Jesus.
Don't bug me. I'm making plans.
This kid's got the same little cute face that all the human kids have here. Who's this guy?
Price. See anything of yours?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Which crew are you with? Bellbreakers? The Children of Hor?
Look at the chops on this guy.
Familiar. Two of the many crews that make up the guild. A loose collective with
A couple of
ties
winters
to
ago, I spent this winter in
every
Panama.
enterprise in the cities
2 winters ago. And I was having like just the amount of stuff you could get on a weekly basis at the market. I was having such a good time with it. Coconuts, like pineapples. The mangoes are all right. These really big avocados. Not my favorite kind of avocados. I like the smaller ones. But I was getting a lot of really, really cool and interesting fruit there. Consider me an independent operator.
In between scores, then? Oh, there's no shame in that. This Stone Lord business
God, I wish I'd done
has
this
even
earlier.
bigger crews shutting
It's for
up
next
shop
time.
For a while. Fair warning.
Yeah.
The Guildmaster wants no fraternizing with the Zentrim. They're here to work, not share war stories. They won't be much use to us if they're drinking and dicing when the Stone Lord kicks the door down.
Blueberries are like the greatest thing there are, I think. I would trade strawberries for mangoes. Wild strawberries are great. Grocery store strawberries, kind of feels like the bigger the strawberry, the less flavor it has. Like every single strawberry has the same amount of like flavor nodes, and the bigger it is, like just the more boring they are. They have their advantages for sure. But I would take mangoes, blueberries. Proper tropical pineapple is insane. It's so different than the pineapple you'd buy that like is so much less flavorful. Real pineapple that's like local to the area has like a vanilla like beautiful taste to it. Pineapple that you get like say in North America is mostly just sour and sweet. There's not nuance or subtlety to it. I'd like to speak to the
Up
guildmaster.
the stairs. She keeps an open door.
I gotta figure out what this
To
lady's
those who
about.
Don't waste her time, anyway.
What's all this now, Zen? The city's ransom I'm paying you, not enough.
Alright.
No time. The Zentrim have turned the Rotward bastards. So, if you're part of it, take your
I'd
shot.
rather kind of support the
Anything else
Baldurans, you
until
know?
The Zent are buried.
A charm, of course. And then you'll do it yourself.
What?
Strikes the first blow. It won't be the Zentrim that kill. No time. The Zentrim have turned the Rotward bastards. So, if you're part of it,
When it's good, it's real
take your
good.
shot. Anything else can wait till the Zent are buried.
I don't know who you are. Maybe I should have brought Minsk just to see what it's like. I have to give him all Karlach's gear. I'm with you.
Good. Because I've already got more enemies than I do fingers.
All right.
Come on then.
I'm always here for the native people of Baldur's Gate.
No time. This isn't good. Come on then.
Okay, what else is here? This place is huge. What's going on here?
The city's ransom I'm paying you, not enough.
The Van Thampers. I've heard of these people. Oh, really?
You did not see me. A peer of the Parliament
What'd you
openly
think?
walking the Guildhall would sell a few copies of Baldur's Mouth, I expect.
I have a friend of mine who's Chinese who, when his mom would be eating one, his dad would order her out of the house into the garage to eat it because it smelled so bad. Go eat that durian in the garage. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I've had a durian milkshake before. Tastes all right. It's not worth it, but I don't know. It's good to try and enjoy everything if you can. Nine Fingers office. Everyone's all worried. I gotta clean shit up first. Let's do our fight. There's a lot of people here. Alright. So we're in battle. The smell is really bad. Like rotting almost. Fishbait Arno. I remember that person.
This could have been simple. Remember that.
Where'd you get it from? Where'd you get a durian for the first time? Alright. Pop off, Karlach. Just again, for the millionth time, I really need to get her a better weapon.
Poor fucker.
Choice but to keep going.
Okay, who are we fighting here? Nine Fingers Bodyguard, Nine Fingers Bodyguard, Gravedigger Carson. I think I might be able to knock this person off if I get over here properly.
My feet can carry me.
Flurry of Blows, push. Never worked. But I'm really crazy right now. Oh, really? I mean, you're lucky. You managed to avoid it. You managed to avoid it for this long. Yeah, I should be. People eating a durian on a flight is like someone smoking a cigarette in a flight. Just as bad. I think Gale is going to be able to wreck these dudes. All these people fighting in the pit? It's crazy, man. Gale is going to be able to rain down hell on these dudes. The difficulty balance is interesting in this game. Because they have to not only balance difficulty, but also... like, what your expected level is. If you play very, very thoroughly like I have... a lot of these Act 3 fights have been quite easy. Okay, time to fly. What kind of amazing angles can I get here? Here we go. Next turn. There's something about flights I was going to say, but how like flights have changed the last couple of years and like rudeness or consideration or something, but I can't quite put my finger on what I was going to say. Or like what I'm thinking, really. Just something. I find I enjoy traveling and flying less now. Like, I just like notice how tired I am after traveling. Like the artificial light, the pumped up low oxygen air, how dry everything is. I just like, I don't know. I used to try to find whatever the cheapest flight was on a day, and then if I have to get up at 5 in the morning, whatever, I'll take it. But now, like, I think I understand why most mid-afternoon flights are the ones that are sold out. I'm not doing that shit anymore, man. You're like, oh, this will be fine. And then that morning comes, you have to get up too early for, like, some flight that you wanted to save 150 bucks on. And you're like, what am I doing? I'm done. I'm done, man. This guy just attacked this person 5 times. Look at this. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. That was, how many attacks was that? That was like 6 attacks. Yeah, flights can be boring for sure. They're also, yeah, I just find like I feel worse after them. After spending 6 months like in the rainforest and then taking a flight to Canada, like my nose, my sinuses are so swollen. I could barely breathe for a week, and then I like at the end of like a week just like blew my nose and dislodged like fucking thumbnail sized pieces of like blood and like dried snot. I was like, what is happening to me here? It was crazy, man. Just like an overnight, like a red-eye flight and all these things, and just like my entire sinus cavity just got dried to like the Gobi Desert. It was crazy. I've never had anything like that happen before. Never. Okay, leave this lady alone.
I'll strike you down.
Oh, it's his great weapon master, that's why. Okay. And then take this person out with a flurry topple. Not enough movement, shit. Can I jump there? Yeah. But if I jump there... Well, I can go here. That should be good. And then let's push them. Now let's topple them. Look at that. So much damage. God, this monk has gotten crazy. I love traveling too. Don't get me wrong. There's like nothing in life that like gets you feeling like rejuvenated than like new surroundings, new environments. Sometimes I feel most like myself when I'm traveling, for sure, rather than like a day-to-day. Day-to-day is fine. Like having a really regular routine. Like on a day-to-day basis is fine, but then you realize like after a week or two, you're like, I'm a little more cranky or like a little more impatient or something. It's been happening to me lately. Anytime I'm really like on the grind with like the gym and lately with streaming or whatever thing I'm doing, I like look back on it. I'm like, man, it's been a couple of weeks of me doing this, and like I don't have much patience for like my friends and people lately. Sometimes that happens to me. All right, not much to do here. Look at that range. Holy shit, man.
I don't fancy that, Jones.
All right, Gale. Where's the highest place you can be? I'm probably in it right now. Okay, so we got red. Look at this. This is crazy, man. There's a lot of dudes down there. Okay, these angles are not great. It's like impossible not to hit those people. Alright, I think a fireball's a little easier here. Ooh, this is rough, man. I don't know how I don't hit people I'm trying to save here. Let's use an Acid Splash cantrip on them. Pew. There you go. How do you like that? I've never actually used a nutty pot. You use it just to like clean out? Come wintertime, it'd probably be smart to use. Just because the air is so dry when you live in a snowy place like Canada. Bad Twin Bubbins. That's a good name. I'm stunned. Who stunned me? Oh, okay. smart. What's the blade least expected? Oh, okay. She's very roguelike. This is sweet. Thieves Guild vibes. What do you mean? Do you mean like air quality? Do you mean like heat? What do you mean exactly?
What's it gonna take?
Yeah. I guess that usually feels like a bad thing. If you're in a place with like a really, really big variety of, very big variety of weather, temperature. But it's kind of cool though. Some people live in places where the weather is like within 5 or 10 degrees the entire year. That's like its own set of downsides, I think. But I don't know. It's better for you. It's the reason people like retire to like Florida. You know what I mean? It's just good every day, basically. Yeah, that's crazy. You really gets to freezing in winters, does it? Wow. It's pretty fun, actually. What about your hometown? That's like a pretty mountainous area, right? Ooh, that person's gonzo. Yeah. I mean, it's better than 40 to 50 all year. Alright, how many more people do we have to fight here? Who's left? How many more red outlines are there? I think I just see one. Okay, fly over here. Pew! Everyone's running for that one dude. Yeah, that's what I figured. I remember from the pictures you showed me, it's pretty mountainous. All right, take him out. The reason I supported these guys in this fight is that the Zentarum are like a gigantic corporation, and they've been shipping tadpoles. There's no way those are like the good guys in this fight. Yeah, these people are like crime lords, and surely they murdered people, but like, you know, it's all relative. Okay, you go. Finish her off. You're the guild master. You do it. There you go. Oh, you missed. You threw it into a fence, dumbass. You're the leader, really? Damn, you're dumb. Wow, you're dumb. These are like these are brain tadpoles, not the good kind of tadpoles. These are brain tadpoles. The whole plot of the game is tadpoles in our brain. And they're trying to like control us and take over. How do I get here? What's happening here? Sometimes with so many levels of height, they don't always focus on the wrong thing. Whatever. Just enter here. Okay, I'm gonna push this guy off. Yeah, that's the main plot of the game, is that like psychic telepathic creatures are putting tadpoles in people's brains to control people in order to take over the entire world. That's basically essentially the plot. So a lot of people are working with them. A lot of people are like getting mind controlled by them. It's kind of like how there's like shapeshifters and like mind controlled tadpoles in people's heads. So that's happening to you. So the rough plot is like, how are we doing? We're all good? Yeah, we're fine. So where's Keen? Alright. Where is she? She's back in her office, I assume? Alright, let's do some looting here. Oh, really? Do you think there's going to be protests? Is it the same there as it is in North America? Where there's just like protests and like people screaming the entire time and like the streets are blocked and everything? That used to be like, you know, the popular thing. I feel like there's also been a lot of news lately about BRICS countries and new additions like Argentina to the BRICS countries. That's something that's something that'll affect India a lot. Carson, Rugan is no longer reliable. I'm making you the Southern District Deliveries Manager effective next 10 day, unless Rugan retires earlier than that. If you know what I'm saying. If you catch my drift. $55 for a longsword +1. Bullshit. No, it's a good thing? Yeah, it makes sense. I can see how it's a good thing for, like, non-North American countries where it's, like, this thing where people get the opportunity to be mad. Stolen gold bag. 10K? That's the treasure. Damn. That's the treasure from the bank. Damn, 10K. Armor of Devotion. Heavy armor, that goes to her. I'll look at this. Plate armor, rare heavy armor. Intricate key and temple trader's key. Help by a halfling selling wares in a ruined temple. Okay, well that was pretty sick. That wasn't what I was expecting. What do you mean decorated? Like people like welcome? Like parade type stuff? Yeah, that's common. Like downtown areas will be like totally locked down for sure. Because they don't want something bad to happen. Yeah. Caravan Strongbox. Where did that just go? What do you think of Narendra Modi? The sense I get, I'm not sure like where you stand with all this or like what your beliefs are. It just seems to me like the thing that I get, the sense I get over the past couple of years is that mostly the criticism of Modi is that he's making it a more religious country, and that's kind of like a little bit divisive. But I don't know to what degree like those things are like welcomed. You know? Damn, this is a big ass lockbox. Yeah. So these people can't be looted because they're underwater? Carlarina the Wolf. Smiling Jenna. Yeah, for sure. That's the way of the world right now. That's the way of the world, and that's the thing that I think a lot of people have recognized during like the pandemic, etc. I think, well, I don't know. I feel like one of those people who's been like pushed away from a lot of mainstream narratives by how I've viewed how the last couple of years have gone. You have to be careful where you like. You have to be careful that your views aren't just like disliking things that are happening in mainstream society, and you have to actually have like your own views that you agree with people, and don't have like an emotional response of like how much you hate the way most people react with each other, interact with each other. That's kind of like an important line to cross politically, and also I think the better your life is, the less you pay attention to politics and news, and the less you pay attention to politics and news, the better your life is. So it works both ways. You should focus like on your own physical health and like loving the people around you, and like taking care of like, I don't know, animals and your yard and your property, and like making as much money as you can for your family, whether it's like your parents or like whoever you're married to or something like that. Those are the only things in life that really matters. And like there's so many like bearded, pale, skinny dudes like who are like reply guys on Twitter and Reddit, like the most worthless life on the planet. Not the most worthless, but pretty worthless, you know what I mean? Like privilege and financial comfort makes a lot of people like the most like weak versions of themselves they can be. I live here. Modi is legit changed. India, everything is digitalized. India is gaining popularity and respect on a global scale. Being said that he isn't perfect, made some flawed decisions too. Yeah, I think it's a good point. Like, India's it seems like India's ability to like upgrade their infrastructure and everything over the past 3-4 years, especially what I've been hearing the last year and a half, is like transformative. It's like China, and then just like China in the 80s or 90s, but there's more people in India. Life has tried to push me down, make me crawl when I should fly, but I won't be stilled, and when I'm killed, I'll be looking at the sky. This is like a rock and roll lyric. But you're dead now. But like, about what I was saying before, it seems so lame and seems so boring to talk about quote-unquote the media, etc. And there's a lot of people have a lot of different takes on it. Like, oh, it's an elite class. The average person who can afford a journalism degree, it's like $120,000 or something. So like, you're already going to be like an elite or something. And journalism has changed from like grubby smoking people who will like risk hate to find a story and like really get to the bottom of it. And I think to some degree that's probably true, but the real undeniable reality is that the internet has changed the financial model for news media. I think it's just it. Like, you have to foment outrage to some degree, you know what I mean? Look at the New York Times. Like, look how the New York Times is like. The New York Times is a huge establishment, and they have a lot of amazing sections and articles. Their film criticism and art stuff is amazing. Their cooking section is like one of the best public services like on the internet. Honestly, it's incredible. A lot of the stuff they have is incredible, but it gets paid for by like the Trump outrage machine and like the COVID fear outrage machine. And like editorials are garbage. I never understood why huge newspapers have editorials anymore. I'm sure they used to be like an important thing when like you're the one big newspaper in your town, but editorials now are like they seem to run counter to the purpose of a newspaper, which is like you have to try to be like accurate and not biased. I just don't see how it works anymore. Hey, sorry, I missed the messages here. Yeah, 3 years. What do you mean by religion will always be used as a reason weapon for foes in India? I guess that's always the same thing with everything. Before Modi, ISRO. What's ISRO? Oh, right, okay, I get it. Yeah, Chandrayaan just landed, didn't it, last week? Pretty sweet.
You won't catch me looting all that shiny Zent armor. I'd rather go into battle bare-assed.
Yeah, it's true. That is one of those things. It's sort of like a symbolic victory for a country to have a moon landing.
All that
Right, yeah.
bloodshed, not a stone lord to be seen. I reckon Tut made him up.
Make sure to get your share of the Zentish loot. Nine Fingers favors a fair split.
This guy looks cool. Another weird-ass Dragonborn.
The Guildmaster's good graces. Nice spot.
I think I'll bring Minsk here.
That's a step right.
See how it goes.
So,
Here's Mango.
it seems the Stone Lord was a fake. Coward didn't even turn up to fight.
Lyrock's Goldthroat.
I'm sorry, sweetie pie.
Look at this. These look so good.
Requests, but toss me a few coppers, and I'll shoot you a saucy wink across the bar.
A bard of my homeland. Do you know any songs of a beer?
Of course I do. But I find a Baldurian audience prefers Baldurian songs. So if you'd be so kind,
Let me say for the fourth
step
time
aside to make room for the coins to fall.
that I like totally disagree with how they've interpreted the Dragonborn in this game. Hey, Shadowheart. Oh, she's really looted down. Why is that? Oh, it's those two armor sets? Pretty cool. Not for me, though. What happens here is there are many religions here. The politics religion, but I should get a specific religion. People on the sides that will vote for the next election don't really care about any religion. They just care about their votes and people don't even understand the communities. I mean, it seems like you got it figured out.
I'll take this way.
You understand what they call, I don't know, this is a harsh word for it, but it's basically like dog whistles, you know what I mean? Like they try to like excite people who are single issue voters. Yeah, it sounds like you got it figured out. Look at this handsome man. Kind of dark. The light's kind of dark in here.
Uktar, I remain Guild Bursar, whoever sits in the big chair. Do we have business?
But this gets down to like the essential debate of what the purpose of a politician is. There's two different camps of what a politician is. Are you someone who says policies specifically calculated to appeal to the broadest possible group of people in order to get elected and to maintain and to shift around such that you constantly sort of represent a consistent enough coalition that you stay as the most relevant person in your given competitive region? Or do you make yourself a paragon or an example of a certain ideal and try to live that as with as much fidelity as possible? Those are like two different ways of looking at it. Most people ultimately say, because it's fucking principles of the Western world are essentially like money and victory is unimpeachable. So most people just kind of say like, what if you keep winning, you're doing the job. But I don't think that necessarily does anything for like keeping up an upstanding foundation morally in your society. It does kind of erode. It erodes people's faith in institutions and their sort of a pride in a country. Think of like America in like the 1700s, 1800s, or I don't know, maybe not that far back, but like think of like the founding principles of the country and now think of where it is. You know what I mean? A good example also I think about sometimes is like someone like a Nancy Pelosi, who like, I think at this point you can't contest that like the scrutiny on her like investment stock portfolios like renders her ineligible for like the position she has. Good for you for cashing like 80 million or something like that, but you can't also consider yourself like you're the person who's like helping babies. I just don't buy it anymore. I think there's like just some things where you have to kind of choose a principled stand, and you can't say one thing and have your actions sort of seem pretty sketchy on the other hand. History. Uktor. Ponder where you know the name from. Yeah.
Uktar, 11th month of the year, more commonly known as the Rotting, a time in which all things decay and die.
You're named after the Rotting. Something to do with the mask? This guy's got a very cool mask.
Fingers. She has a penchant for literal names, and her cronies ensured it stuck.
I'm sure there's no. It says there's no love lost in you, the Guildmaster.
Love to serve.
Yeah, that was gossipy. I regret saying that.
Then we are wasting one another's time.
Yeah, kind of fucked that one up.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Who's Elliot?
You need to get up early indeed to get one over on Nine Fingers. If she were easily toppled, Uktar would have done it already.
Didn't think the Zentarim would turn on us so easily. Inatra seemed honest. Gods help me.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a shame, I think, when mass religion... Yeah, fair enough. I think it's always a little bit unfortunate when, like, societal mass religion is, like, too much of a defining feature in people's lives. Spirituality should be private. I got a bunch of stuff to say on this, honestly. I do think it's cool how a lot of Asian countries, like Japan, everyone has sort of like a integrated approach to it to some degree. It seems like you have some Buddha, you pray to some, you have some elements of Buddhism and Shintoism, maybe even some of Christianity in your lives, but you're not like you're not a harbinger of any of them. I think India is pretty. I think India is similar to some degree in that there is sort of like a diversity of like spiritual beliefs. I know there's a lot more nuance to it than that. Whereas like I remember going to a couple of like museums, like art museums, history museums, etc., and going through different sections of the museum and kind of going through the European section and looking like European art from like the 1500s to 1700s during the period where like they were like so dominant, and be like, you motherfuckers are obsessed with Christianity. Like this is fucking weird, man. Like you're obsessed. Everything was filtered through that lens where it's sort of more of like a monoculture. I don't know. I think it's kind of a bummer. It's a waste of time. Like classic teenage juvenile view, but like it should never be something where another person tells you what your relationship with God should be. You should be able to consider these things yourself. Personally, I think that there's like less important to think that there's like a human-like animate creator in the universe, and to more sort of like try to think of it abstractly, and that there was some animating force that created the universe. Something was the start, and whatever that start was, that energy, is the closest you can get to something like that's a deity. But it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Everyone kind of speaks to someone in their head. Keep it at that. I have like, my stepfather is someone who was raised in a very like restrictive Catholic household, a restrictive Protestant household in England. His dad was like a missionary in Africa for like a decade, etc. And he'll talk about all these struggles he had. He's like, oh, I was struggling about how this could work with this and what this means if I'm a sinner. As like a 16-year-old. It's such trash, you know what I mean? Like, who cares? At that age, to have to be having other people imprint those kind of worries on you is so totalitarian, and you waste so much mental energy thinking about things that don't matter when you're trying to develop in other fashions. So it's a shame. I also noticed, related to that, but also looking at like Reddit threads, etc., that Sticky Dondo, that's a good name. Anyone who's ever like anyone who's like an avowed, loudly verbal atheist is always someone who was raised in a religious household where they were so defined by their religious beliefs for so long that they now think it's like funny, or like now they think it's important for themselves to be defined in opposition to the way that they were originally sort of settled in. But a balanced, normal, neutral person doesn't give a shit either way and doesn't feel like they need to be one or the other. Well, now I was raised this way, but now I'm agnostic, or now I consider myself atheist. No one gives a shit. It's like, just, you only feel that way because your personality is so fucking flimsy, because this is the way that you were raised, that you think it has to be an important part of your life. But no one cares at all. Yeah. I mean, it's hard. Just like where you guys are geographically, Hindus versus Muslims must be a huge part of it. Those are ancient fucking deep things. That's like males versus females. That's the level of like deep, that's the deep factional dispute that you guys are faced with. Maybe a bit of both. Show me what you got. Ooh, nice. $600 for those, sure. What's all the money I have? Sorry. She's got all my money now. Nice. I finally got some thieves tools back. You think? Do you think it was better before? I mean, I'm not surprised, but like, was it totally fine before? I can see that. I hold no illusions that like England was like a good, important step for India. Who are these guys? Fosthwaite and Tut Thistlebog. These are great names.
To keep out the worst of the fight.
Yeah, sure, I bet. There's a lot of bad things that happened during that period. You can just say British or the English, not Britishers. Maybe that's an Indian term I don't know about.
Managed to keep out the worst of the fighting. I just need to keep from sobering up.
Gnomes have elf-like ears. It's interesting.
See anything you like? Let's talk price. See anything of yours?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Magpie, Lady Flux.
9 fingers has lanced the Zentish boil on her
I did it. It was mostly me.
She can get back to protecting those who pay her for it.
When did, this is a dumb question, but when did Pakistan become its own country?
It's well for everyone that Nine Fingers prevailed. Parliament has spent years cultivating our necessary friendship.
Never thought anyone would have the stones to take on Nine Fingers like that.
Like a post-war thing, right?
They damn well won't try again.
Lord Rabies.
What are you talking about, lady? That's what I thought, yeah.
We serve her still, and so do you.
So was that all India? It was sort of like just Muslim India at that point?
Hardly the noblest conflict we've encountered, but criminals will have their squabbles, even in the looming shadow of
I feel like I knew that to some degree.
annihilation.
Don't mind the ladies' court. We're just playing a new game. What we'd call you if you joined our ranks. Where you're going, we might just let you.
Yeah. They'd have like their governments more integrated. Now there must be so much mistrust. Also, nuclear weapons don't help. Look at this big fucker.
So the guild comes out on top. Sometimes 9 fingers are all you need, eh? What are you having?
A drink, bartender. Nice. Temporary hit points at the start of your turn every time. That's amazing. I'll have a milk, please. Just one milk. Thank you. Thin and weak, this milk smells and tastes of a barn. Uh-oh. I don't like bugbears in barns. Anyway, I want to talk to this person, then I want to bring Minsk here and see if we have anything different to say. Yeah. That's tough.
Lord? Leper. Suppose I should have seen that coming. Zentarim aren't known for their loyalty.
Yeah, it's like always like an arbitrary line, right?
Contract at least. I'm too nice for
I think kind of a similar problem in Ireland. Britain did that too.
I was in a pit, and you helped pull me out. For that, I'm grateful. You'll have what guild blades I can give when the time to take the absolute comes. So, just tell me what you need to get us there.
What can I do to help you?
You have done plenty. Do any more, and the guild might have to take a special interest in
Is she trying to have sex with me?
Understood.
That's right, man. That's really rough, man. I need some information.
Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab.
How is it you know so much about the cult of absolute leaders? How do I know that she does? I've never done any of this.
Simple enough.
This game's a bit messy sometimes.
After Jahira warned me and then...
How am I supposed to know any of this?
I went nosing into the cult.
It's because I didn't go here first.
I could bore you with the details.
I'm not sure the game necessarily has all those contingencies
Evidence of
accounted for.
Project. Traced him to Orin the Red, and made a safe bet there was some dried out old necromancer to round out the three. Because it's always the dead, bloody three. Has been half-gods who can't help but make their irrelevance everyone else's problem.
There's more to it than just the dead three.
You've got some juicy little tidbit I haven't heard yet.
Tell her everything.
Huh.
Okay, enjoy, man. Good to talk to you.
My intelligence on you was patchy at best. That's annoying.
You too, pal. Sleep well. So what do you plan to do now that you know?
I have no intention of leaving my city in the Dead Three's hands. Definitely not leaving it to some slimy shit that doesn't even have hands. So, as long as you can keep a lid on what's growing inside you, we're allies. Until you can't, and we're not. Simple enough, I reckon. Now, war to be fought. You need anything?
My plants wasn't getting enough light. At fix that. I ran into some of your thugs, the Remington Rats.
Did you enjoy the encounter?
It was so long ago I barely remember. That was probably at least, what, 2 weeks ago? I don't think they enjoyed it.
I have no doubt you gave them a good talking to.
Yeah, sorry.
The rats usually keep a lid on their nastier notions, but with the Stone Lord business distracting me, some are starting to test the leash.
Pretty happy with my 10k gold payday.
To be rid of the cult quickly, so I can remind my crews it's not a leash round their necks if they cross me. It's a noose.
She's an interesting design for this. Like, she's very sort of like youngish. I don't need the guild.
Yeah. But don't be so quick to bat away a helping hand. I find few enough of them in this city. The Flaming Fist can be bought. The Harpers are scattered, and the Parliament of Beers, well, they're just generally too inbred to be useful. The Absolutes at our gate, and the Guild are the only ones truly standing against it.
Are you? Like, what are you guys doing? Complete aid the underdue. Okay, so let me see what happens when I bring Minsk here. Might be time for a little nap, too. I've been really, really conservative with my spell usages. Probably to a fault. Alright, Karlak. Stand back, Bubba. We're bringing a different person in here. Gotta break off my woman here. It's rough. Stick around the camp, baby.
Minsk is so amazing.
So what do you think of the Hero Jaheira's house?
What I was expecting.
Hero Jaheira.
Something beyond real. My life would have been so different if I ended up working for her instead of Gortash. Looking after these kids. Making a difference. Maybe in the next life.
Maybe in the next life. Okay, she wants to witness this, so I'm gonna make Gale stand behind again.
How can I help? I question the wisdom of that decision, but I'll be here.
Alright, Minsk. Alright, big fella. We got some people for you to talk to.
My friend, now we have settled the matter of the guild. I fear there is something I must tell you. You and Boo both. It may shock you both to know, but Minsk and this Stone Lord, they are one man. The same one man. And that same one man is Minsk.
Yeah, we get it. We understand. I cannot be so. My goodness!
My friend, your noble tears will not make the confessing any easier. I wish to believe the Stone Lord's evil was the worm alone, tainting my thoughts with foul dung. But I see now, the dung was within Minsk all along. So I wonder, if Minsk can be a villain, and Nine Fingers a hero, must it be so with all creatures? Is there good and evil within us all? Boo calls this nonsense. Less thinking of bad thoughts, says he, and more breaking of bad bones. But still, I would hear what you have to say on the matter, my friend.
I wonder if some people who are purists think that like having Boo in that previous scene look like he's clearly chatting with him is kind of like breaking like some of the implications that the game had in previous Baldur's Gates, where like you don't really know whether it's real or not. Kind of like leans on the purpose of Boo actually being pretty sentient there. Everyone has a potential for good. It's just buried deeper in some or lost along the way.
It is strange. A worm sits within my skull, twisting my thoughts. But it is you that have made Minsk see the world anew. You, my friend, are the true parasite.
Yes, I am.
There is good and evil in all. Let us go crack villainous skulls so that the virtue might leak free.
These lines are so well written.
Yes, Boo. I am becoming something of a philosophizer.
All right, let's go.
Minsk shall be your shadow, as Boo is his.
Just to clarify, he's a barbarian, right? He's a ranger. Oh, right, he's a ranger. So I take back the bullshit I was saying yesterday. You do get a ranger. It's Minsk. I forgot that. I played the other 2 fucking games where I got him and I forgot that. Yesterday, everything was... Yesterday, I just wanted to complain about everything. I apologize. One of those times where I like kind of considered whether I'm actually going to play that, publish that VOD or not. The hag part is fine. The second half, I was losing my fucking brain. All right, Minsk. Chit chat.
Come on then, Stone Lord. If you mean to take my chair, you'll get no better chance than this.
I'm a level 1 ranger.
Minsk has no interest in your furniture, Nine Fingers. Only in the wicked rump that fills it.
What?
You have been a stone in this city's boot for too long.
What have I got myself into here?
Stone Lord who reaches twixt Baldur and sticky toes to dislodge you. It will be Minsk.
I haven't got the slightest idea what he's trying to say.
Minsk, calm down. The battle's over. This didn't work before. Last time I told him to calm down, I still had to fight and kill him. Minsk, calm down. The battle's over.
So the hound answers to his name again, does he? And you didn't have to put him down. Good. I'd rather you die as Minsk, the mad ration.
I can't believe I said yesterday that I got a second barbarian when he's actually a ranger. I'm so dumb.
Do you know? You
I knew he was a ranger. I used him.
when I was young.
Even now, your tongue twists the truth. When you were young and 10-fingered still.
Oh, that was the ranger statue that got knocked out. Okay.
On a city square.
I remember the spot. By a garden on the wide. A soft thicket near the market with ample pockets to pick. Celestia itself to a street rat looking for shelter. You might not have been wrestling monsters, but you kept the wind and the rain off.
She's kind of softening him up a little bit.
You tried to dampen Boo's eyes. Do not think you will be spared his teeth. Evil is evil, even if it was once innocent.
Oh, I'm no innocent. But evil? Well, you tell me. With the fist, the watch, and the council itself.
She's right. She's like an actual Baldur's Gatean. She's a true Balduran. The Zentarum, not so much.
Heroes come and go. But the guild has always been here, protecting the city. Until the Stone Lord came to break us.
I don't want to do persuasion rolls. Enough. Minsk has been manipulated enough.
Yes. I may not be able to trust my mind, but I trust my friend. Evil is evil. It is a choice. And you made yours a long time ago.
Oh, did I set him up for this?
That story you told. If it be true, then... I am sorry I could not save you then.
Oh, you fool. I didn't need saving.
What's happening here? What am I getting myself into?
Anyone else. But yeah, I suppose I'm sorry too.
Oh, it's so stupid. I'm not trying to fight this whole fucking room. Dumb fucking game. That's not what I came here for. I do another charisma check. It's probably gonna be like 18 or 20 or something. But it's the only option is a charisma check. And if you don't choose a charisma character for whoever you have starting this battle, fuck you, I guess. There's not enough options for your other stats to be applied to conversation options that you're limited to in game. It's not good enough. But Thomas, in Dungeons and Dragons, charisma is the important stat for these kind of things, and you have to have someone who's the main character who has it. No, fuck that. I want to use a character, and then I want companions, and none of them give you that option. It's a turn-based game. All right, is he here? Now I got to do this whole thing again. Great.
How much farther can I go?
Go ahead. I'm listening. I question the wisdom of that decision. I'll be here.
Am I really going to bring Minsk here again? I have to do a persuasion check. I hate this shit, man. Just gimp your combat stats.
My friend.
To put some random charisma in your build. Smile.
And that same what? But still. Yes, boo. I am. Means.
God, it's so stupid. Minsk gains 5,100 experience. That's pretty good. 51,000 experience, no less.
Sleep
All
with
right.
one eye open, evil. Maybe both.
Come on then, stop.
Means
what?
You have.
I haven't got the slightest idea what he's trying to say. The same sorry tale as yours, then.
This time we'll explain the absolute and the stone worm.
Explains how this idiot wound up serving the dead three. Good.
Even now, you're.
You might not. Oh, I'm no innocent. Heroes come and go. But the guild has always been here, protecting the city. Until the Stone Lord came to break us.
It's a 15 check. Just to not fight. Alright, sweet. Fucking cool. Saved by the dice.
I am shamed.
I'm getting some serious deja vu right now.
Unworthy to
Was this
fight
from one of the panels
alongside
from hell? I think it
friends.
is.
Ooh, what am I to do?
I can't speak for your rodent, but I know something of debts. If you reckon you've got one to repay, well...
You can only get through this with a persuasion check.
With you?
It's so stupid.
Minsk has no lust for gold. That he would shake grandmothers by their ankles or set
No
food
class-based
in
things,
their
no
purse.
other stats to test.
Talking about that.
Except 3 different charisma checks that are identical, maybe with different difficulty classes.
And
What is
honest
that?
Truth, you gave my guild the wake-up call it needed. We've grown complacent, lazy, too sure of our standing. We never would have needed the Zent if we'd had a fighting force of our own. Swords for the city when the Watch and the Fist fail us.
Like a berserker lodge of my homeland. No army or militia serving the local lords, but heroes working for the common good.
Heroes. Sure.
Very well. Minsk and Boo accept.
I'm sorry, you what?
Boo and I will be your berserker lodge, taking the ugly
This is cool. This is the way I wanted to go.
beating them into a more virtuous shape.
That's not even slightly what I was saying. I wasn't asking.
He just walks right over her. It's so funny.
I have proven myself unworthy. I cannot serve this city if I was so easily turned against it. If I do not know my own mind, perhaps I no longer know what is good.
Simple then. Trust that Boo will guide you both.
Boo! Boo! Kingpin Boo! My friend!
What am I getting myself into with this bullshit?
Knowable is the Rashimi High Country.
You're saying
What say you, Boo? When the Absolute is slain, shall we join Nine Fingers Keen and show her the ways of goodness?
Oh, can't we just go back to killing one another instead? Alright, fine. Let's leave this.
It's a pretty expressive face there.
When the actual war is won, shall we?
Yes, shall we? I love how my monk looks right now.
I'll be able to bring my people out of hiding.
I wish Shadowheart's stuff wasn't so evil looking. All the heavy plate armor is by the worst characters in the game. Ketheric Thorm and Raphael.
No, I'm still not actually sure you haven't made my life that little bit harder.
Oh, you're fine. Alright, we good here? Is it?
Lord? Leper.
Okay.
Breathing, despite everything. Very well.
Devil's Fee Observer's Report. Can I read that? Notes from Himberlew, a street beggar employed by the guild as a spy on activity at the Devil's Fee Antiquity Shop. The report concludes with the following. Though the majority of my report concerns the visits of well-known patriarchs to house establishment, so I really should have come here earlier and things would have flowed a little bit better. I think they really do. They really kind of plan for you to go just east to west as a sweep. So that got disrupted slightly by the Steel Watch Foundry, and that also means running to that counting house and forgetting about this place. Though the majority of my report concerns the visits of well-known patriarchs to house establishment or aristocrats who might be blackballed to keep such visits secret, there was another visitation that I feel should not be overlooked. The arms dealer Gortash, along with a known Ballist leader, met yesterday with Helsing for a considerable period. Upon leaving the shop, I heard of Gortash remark, "What did I tell you? If Helsing can get us into the House of Hope, she can get us into Mephistar as well." What's Mephistar? From the desk of Rakash Glitterbeard, head banker. See? Scented letter in the ornate stationery Baldur's Gate Premier Bank, the counting house. Guildmaster, we're delighted to inform you that we've just taken delivery of a special deposit box constructed and charmed exactly to your specifications. We eagerly await the arrival of the promised goods into our vault and fulfillment of your order. In highest esteem, our Catholic Glitterbeard, Fellowship of Financiers. A hasty note slashed across the bottom of the page in a different hand marked for return delivery. Shite code, Glitterbeard, don't bother. When we kill the Stone Lord, I want the whole damn city to know who did it.
The Stone Lord plans to rob the counting house, and Nine Fingers means to trap him there.
Inroads by armed dealer Gortash. Nine Fingers. Here follows a report on the inroads upstart smuggler Enver Gortash has been making on the illicit arms trade in the Chantar Valley. Their inroads badly understands the case. I've read this before. Okay. Okay, I'll be back in a second. I have a nose hair bothering me. I need to pluck out. There we go. I come from a family of compulsive hair removers. Not necessarily my mom, but my dad will like pull out his eyebrows and his mustache when he's reading idly. And from the age of like from a teen age, I started to like pluck the middle part here until such a point that there's no hairs here at all. Yeah. Especially in high school when you're kind of like nervous. Our ego is growing, kind of look at yourself a lot. So I found from like 15 to like 21, 22. Spent a lot of time just looking in the mirror. And you sort of like deal with whatever details are there. Yeah. An accomplished hair plucker. Pouches everywhere, double doors here. Where do these go? Is it back behind the bar? No entry, no exit. Okay, so I feel like I'm not getting the most insight into this place. Did I get it? Did, okay. So I get a good sense of it, but like some of the dialogue options are a little wonky, considering the way that I went about this. I talked to those dudes. So like the pacing is a bit weird. But anyway, I feel a little bit better about how things went yesterday. I definitely was not going to pair with the Zentarum, who I know are like utter bastards. I also spent a fair amount of my time in Act 1 and 2, you know, pillaging, plundering, robbing, burglaring. Kind of feel like I'm going to end with Cazador's Palace. Seems pretty cool, right? The other two places don't have the same sort of part to it. So it's now also what I'm going to do now This is probably time to settle on a shop. They all suck. So it doesn't really matter. It's just whoever you like the most. Like, I'm not buying many pieces from nearly anyone. Where's that nice weapon? Was that the Devil's Feet? Okay, we'll get Minsk out of here. It is cool he's a ranger, though. I take back what I said, I'm sorry. The double druid is strange. And the lack of people of small stature, I continue to also find strange, and I think is a missed opportunity, and I'm not really sure why that never happened. You basically consign them to be second-class races if you don't put a gnome, a dwarf, a halfling, or any of them inside the main party.
Fine lodgings you have found, my friend.
I love this guy. He's great.
With the guardian spirits of this place.
Again, Act 3.
Baldur's Gate, they are likely to be rat-formed and eager to charge rent. But Boo shall secure safe slumber for all. Now, what do you need of Minsk?
Let's get some more dialogue options here. Let's cruise through them. I'd like to know more about you. What does Nadeshka mean?
It is a phrase in the old tongue of Rashiman, meaning blunt blade. Even in the very belly of their battle,
He calls himself a berserker. What the
berserker
fuck?
must always know friend from foe. A berserker who cannot must into battle with a blunted sword, so that their rage might harm none but themselves.
Okay. Roger that. Monk, persuasion. With a spirit like yours, you don't need a weapon, you are one. What does this mean? Don't I get an advantage roll in this? And Shadowheart is no... Oh, she's right nearby. Okay. Give me a 4. Oh my god. Let's go. I love thinking about the possibilities.
We thank you for your kind words, my friend. But Minsk knows when he has made a mess that is for him and him alone to clean. But still, I will strive to be worthy of this faith.
Can you romance Minsk?
After all, even a blunt blade can break some bones, is it not so?
I'm pretty good. I just did all that guild hall stuff. It's pretty confusing. Like, I was just saying this a second ago, but it definitely, there is ways that the game kind of plans for you to sweep through the lower city east to west. And me forgetting about the guild hall made it so that, like, there was some confusing lines of dialogue for sure. So I beat up the Zentarum because fuck those guys. And then I brought Minsk there and I had to kind of like go through some delicate things to make sure that Minsk and her didn't fight and make me fight all of the guild again. But there's a lot of context that's missing, I think, by doing it in the order that I did. So it was kind of like a mistake going to the counting house when I did. I could have had a little more of a fulfilling experience. But otherwise, I'm good. Played a Renekton game. I had a pretty bad night's sleep. Like, the cat is in, like, this moon lately, ever since that blue moon thing to now, so I guess the last 5 days, the moon is like a spotlight. So she's outside and there are mouse corpses. She's hunting, she's out late. So I went to bed at like 12:15 and there's more of Jaheira's in your party. Yeah, that makes sense. Those are things to consider before, but party swapping, I don't know, come on, it's too much. It is cool though. You can already level him straight to 12 and Minsk straight to 12 now if I wanted to. So like 12:15, I go outside like in a towel after a shower and look around. The cat's not there. So you go to sleep, you read for a little bit, and you go to sleep, and then you wake up again. Your cortisol is kind of running because you can't quite go to sleep because you're kind of waiting for the cat to come in because it's a relief. Because yeah, she's out hunting, but you never know. Then you wake up with 10 to 4 in the morning and go outside and get her out from the balcony. You get her out from the porch, and then she comes in, and then you sleep. And then you wake up at 8 in the morning or 7:30 in the morning, and you're like, oh. And you, young lady, I noticed that where the clip you made of the beginning of my Raphael screen, you made it at like 2 in the morning your time. So no wonder you're so fucked in the morning at 5 a.m. when the dogs go. You're like living my old schedule of like, of course it feels horrible to get woken up at like daylight when you've been up that late, like deep into REM sleep. You're stressing yourself out. I don't miss that period at all. Anyway, so it's fine. I mean, the cat came in and she got some sleep and now she's like, her schedule got messed up, but she had a good time and she's out. I just really notice how your sleep is different if you have something. That's why I try to get her in the nighttime before bed so that I don't have to worry about her and I can sleep better. So it's fine. It's just a different kind of day. I feel good now. Just when you wake up, you're like, oh, you lie in the chair and watch YouTube shorts for half an hour. So I need to kick out Minsk, bring back Gale, And then there's only like 2 or 3 more houses around here to deal with.
You come to speak of the last time Minsk stood watch? The snoring, it was Boo.
It's crazy how animated this guy's writing and acting is. Like the Minsk scenes like have an energy to them. Yeah. When our minds mingled, I saw some strange things.
Oh, the mind of Minsk is a simple place. Of what strangeness do you speak?
The memories resurface. A lifetime of battles blurring into one. A single constant is Minsk, launching into the fray no matter the foe, be they god, monster, or man. It seems just the barest glimpse of what the man before you has seen and done, but enough to know that he has no right to still be alive.
Ah, wait! That look in your eye. I know exactly what visions of Minsk you have seen to cause you such wonder. My pants. Thrice laced in the Rashomar style, so that a berserker might split skulls without fear of splitting bridges too. They are fiendishly complex.
I just realized this whole time
With training,
my
he has
webcam
learned to master them.
has obscured some dialogue. Hold on, I gotta check. I gotta move things around a little bit here. Hit the screen. Webcam. We should move it. Oh, it's too much. It's really hard to do. If I put it up here, this has to be the way it was before, I think. Put it in the corner. Maybe smaller? Oh, is this whole time it never really occurred to me. Oh well. Never mind your pants, you've walked between planes, fought gods.
Well, as have you, no? Do not forget that when you gaze
It's not bad there.
Minsk
Some of the
also
lines is blocked, I guess.
into you. We both fight evil.
This guy is
wherever it
baffling.
is found. The who
This music
is
sounds very
well
Warcraft-like.
less important than the hamsters you meet along the way. On this matter of sharing memories, I see no reason for us to worry at one another's words. If there is more we wish to know, we can simply ask, no?
That's right, Minsk, we sure can. Of course, a warrior speaks their mind instead of reading others.
Exactly so. If
He's a good dude.
must peer into the mind of my enemy, I use an axe. For friends, there is.
I got all these arrows. But also by killing that person who was part of.
Minsk cannot answer, then you can simply ask Boo.
By killing the Zentara little halfling or dwarf woman who had run the bank heist, I made a quick 10 Gs looting her. Pretty sweet. I don't need you right now. I'll meet you back at camp.
Truly, but you have seen my hamster, yes?
Yes, we've seen your hamster. Go on, I'll meet up with you later.
Here we stay then. But if Boo grows restless and chews holes in all your delicates, you only have yourself to blame.
Some of those mods that give you like 10 people would be fun in this game. If it was a game like Final Fantasy Tactics or something where you like, it's the more people you have, the more people you can use for like the first bit of the game. Gale, Asterion, Will, Alcin, Jaheira, Minsk, everybody.
Minsk seems quite the enthusiastic ally. Would all do well to remain on his good side and out of the range of his fist.
So how you doing? You glad to be home? Do anything fun last night?
With
why did Gale get that experience? You're fine. Where's his? There it is. We're good, right? Everything's fine? Okay, leave camp.
Right. Here's one.
So I gotta go back and open that lockbox that I forgot to unlock. This is a pretty classic like thief's den. I'm also surprised by Mole's change. Gale, you okay? Gale, do we need to get you a face?
Right, what now?
Nice. Just chilling. I like that. Am I gonna get this? Oh, right on the money. My guidance rolls are saving my arse today. Caravan Strongbox. Iron Flask. A flask that can hold friends and foes, likely to make the former the latter? That's interesting. I feel like I've heard about that before. Someone was talking about it. Inatra and the Iron Flask. I feel like I read something about it. You just read so much, you hear from so many people, that it all kind of blurs together. Yeah, this woman had 10 Gs. Just chilling in her pouch. Feels great. I feel like I have to go back to the camp and reload or something to get Gale's portrait back. Gale, are you okay? Gale?
Lovely day this. For now. I've got a long road ahead.
Maybe a long rest will help. Anyway, so what's left? Water Queen's house, Lady Janeth's estate, the House of Grief, Lady Cazador's, Mr. Cazador's, and I have to finally choose a shop. Oh, over here, Society of Brilliance. I feel like I remember reading about the Iron Flask before. You can put people in it. Is that what they're saying? And how to choose a store to make the one that I fancy. It'd be really, really funny to use this fancy clothing store. He's like the fanciest guy in all of the lower city. Remember the chest they were transferring in Act 1 where the gnolls were? Yes, I do remember that. On to the Society of Brilliance.
Should be at home with our loved ones. Look around you. It's peaceful, isn't it?
That's smart. I found some pretty sweet undies in my like storage chest. Wait, where is the underwear store? Is that in a different part of town? Is that back in like Rivington or Worms Crossing or something? I don't remember it that clearly. Maybe the fancy man store with all his fancy clothing? Who's this guy? Dr. Muricom.
Well met.
All the really, really dark races, the drow, and like the dark dwarves and these guys look so cool. Yeah, that's the one. That store is great. With Figaro, the fancy dwarf.
I miss them, those myconid spores. They don't feel quite right without them.
There's also Gortash's parents. You could use them.
I've inhaled them all so quickly.
Okay, that was creepy. Have Kalag's notes. Claf Kalash. All of my hypotheses are just that. Theories and no more. Unless I can test them under controlled conditions. I need a viable Githyanki egg. I must require one now. Or half Galag is not a serious researcher, just a mere intellectual dilettante. What did I just spot? Yet another time where I spotted something that I now can't see because I wasn't on the screen. My favorite. Maybe was that key? Is this quite a house?
Ah, a surface dweller.
This guy's got Dragonborn.
Find yourself in the cradle of all knowledge relating to the Underdark, the Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you?
I met two of your researchers in the Underdark, Blurg and Omilum.
Wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They are upstairs if you wish to share any theories with them.
Yes, quite. I'd like to become a member.
A most intelligent impulse.
Oh, come on. I'm cool.
I'm afraid it simply isn't possible.
I'm a good guy.
Memberships are on hold for as long as those wretched absolutists are banging on the city gates.
It would do well for your recruitment policies in the future if people found out that I'm part of you.
To prepare your admission thesis. A brisk 30,000 words should be more than sufficient. Was there anything else?
That 30,000 words thing just gave me like a sick feeling in my stomach. I was just thinking when I was having a shower today. I was remembering song lyrics from songs that I made myself memorize, that I decided I wanted to memorize when I was in high school. And I recalled how I still remember them to this day. And it made me think how much during school, university and high school, you feel like it's impossible to memorize the stuff that you want. But it's really that you just don't want to memorize those things and you don't like see the urge for them unless you make yourself do it and have really pretty strict parents, something like that. And it really makes me think about how much like society, the thing really is how much we like put kids through stuff that is like not of their nature at all at ages where they don't want to do it and don't see the value in it, because we kind of like want to get them funneled into like jobs and careers and, you know, keep them off the street or whatever. But it just kind of makes me wonder what way it could be better. I know it's different for every person and I kind of like accept that, but like, is it better if at like 16 or 17 kids can find different things to do to keep themselves busy that better suits them than sitting indoors studying? Like, it's the age of your life where you're probably least prepared to study and learn, like in a diligent fashion. Like, those are periods where you're like tireless, and there's something more tiring than grindy scholastic stuff. Like, they talk about how like continuing education is the key to like retirement and later ages, and a lot of people who start college later kind of appreciate it more and do a better job of it. They don't view it as like the quintessential sort of coming of age social experience, but it's kind of like, is there ways that kids can like work or have jobs or be part of things that are like a collective productive experience during that stage where so few of them actually are prone to schoolwork and study? You really have to wonder. Okay. Gale is inspired. What is this? Acorn truffle? Nightlife frond? Another little stubbo here.
I'm compiling a translation dictionary so warring species of the Underdark can understand each other.
She's so like prissy. It's an essential step forward. You wouldn't understand because you're not serious like me. Get out of the way, stubbo. Is there anything in here? A note of thanks? That's more information than money. To our esteemed colleague of the Society, your invitation to present our work at the Lodge was gratefully received. A full response will be forthcoming once I've had the opportunity to consult with my colleague, Omialum. In the meantime, please consider this note a tentative acceptance with thanks for your interest. Please consider this... I look forward to speaking in person soon. Kind regards, Blurg. Yeah, I mean, that's smart. There's always people talking about what things you should learn in high school. But just like by rote memorization and like stationary studying, I feel like there's no period in your life where you're less equipped for stationary studying, by rote memorization, and that grindy stationary life than when you're 15 to 21 or something. Like, there's no period in your life where you less want to do that, I think, besides being like a toddler or kindergarten kid or something like that. The whole system's weird, but I understand why it's that way. People are like, oh, since the industrial age, kids needed school, and they had to find ways to filter people to keep them busy when the parents are at work, and filter them into school and then work and like have like a path forward. But it's not for kids, it's for adults to get rid of their kids. Honestly, it is. It is cool in this game how you could really switch characters all the time if you wanted.
Once I publish my paper proving that it's just hyena mite infections that make gnolls so angry, I'll be famous.
She's so annoying. Oh my god.
It is pleasurable to
He's got the wildest tentacles.
Your intervention within the cult's underwater complex was a timely one. I am glad my carelessness did not cost the life of Duke Ravengard. That you also saved me was unexpected.
Hey, you're welcome, dude. Why were you down there in the first place?
My meeting with you led me to a most unsettling conclusion. That my kind had begun to exert influence through this cult of the Absolute. I felt illicit interference would not be conducive to this plane's survival. I sought out other infected individuals to ascertain the truth of my hypothesis. Unfortunately, I strayed too close. I was captured and transported to the prison in which you found me. There, I saw Gortash and his followers inflict cruelties far beyond any I witnessed.
His mouth and his brain both move lip synced.
Grateful that you were
I love it.
Such a merciless fate.
Me too, pal. Me too. What will you do now?
Once my report is completed, I will return to my usual work in
Connecting to chat.
There, at least, I may yet produce worthwhile results.
There you go.
Blurg and I have consulted on the matter of your reward.
Oh.
We first thought to ask the denizens of the Underdark for their aid in fighting the cult. Alas, our influence there remains negligible. Instead, we have selected a series of
I love items.
from the Society's vaults.
Drip me up.
Curious. I appear to have left
Oh, he's
the
playing hard to get.
in the lodge. You found me at the bottom of the harbor.
Oh, he's giving me a little puzzle. Thanks, pal.
Research on the surface stops.
A simple bag fashioned from a single piece of rough burlap. Are you kidding me? You give me a burlap sack? There better be some good stuff in here, pal. Potion of Extreme Healing, Scroll of Dimension Door, Wizard's Bane Oil, Scroll of Sunbeam, and a Fungal Bamboozler? Oh, this sucks. This is my gift? A Fungal Bamboozler? Thanks a lot, Omalium. Wizard Bane Oil, it could be her. Potion of Extreme Healing, that's me. Fungal Bamboozler? Alright, that's me too. Whatever, dude. Fungal Bamboozler.
I have you to thank for its safe return. We know the risks when we go out into the field, but to lose my friend in such a way would have been most disheartening.
Did I? Maybe. We'll find out. Let's dip out of here and find out. No, I think I just took it into my inventory. We'll find out. Bravery is no bad thing. In fact, your research could be invaluable for my cause.
To be drawn from this, I think it's that Omeluum.
It'd be a shame if it did.
Back in the Underdark. Our research there must continue.
All right, clip it. Let's find out.
Be able to fight on the front lines as you do, but we may yet do some good for those who call it home.
This is a cool part of RPGs when you gather all like the side characters together who help you and like commit to the final battle. The thing that Earthbound did the most literally.
We will not let you leave empty-handed, though. Make sure you speak to Omeluum before you
All right, let's find out. Have you anything to trade, sir? What do you got? Boots of Genial Striding, Circlet of Blasting, the Baneful. Displays magical powers only function if it's bound to an Eldritch Knight or as a Warlock pact weapon. Okay. Time to find out. Oh no. Did you hear the sound or something? How did you know? Didn't I just say before doing this? Yeah. Okay, I can get that back. Thank you. I never would have noticed that. How did you find out? Just the sound? Was there a glug glug? Your attention to detail is unreal. True gamer. I'm getting bored with all my normal breakfast lately, which is basically just like a vegetable and tomato omelet or pancakes and bacon and eggs. So I had a Shin black bone broth bowl that I made like in the pot with water and shallots and bacon and scallions and a soft boiled egg. It's all right. I just feel like there's like no flavor to the broth.
These things have stayed interesting.
We know the risks when we go out into the... Our research will depart. We will not let you leave empty-handed, though.
It's so fucked up that it made me... I couldn't just loot it. God damn it. That's where you've been. Average ironic fennel, not like this.
I am glad that you also saved me. Was unexpected. I am grateful that you once blurred... Instead, curious, you found me at the...
But he does give them to me. I'm so confused. Plus 38. Wrecked. Fungal bamboozler. Okay. On the origins of evil. On the origin of species. Devils, demons, mind flayers, drow, githyanki. What do such creatures have in common? Conventional wisdom suggests that it's a color you call evil. Wow, really? Rude. But how wise is this really? After all, scrape one layer beneath the surface and one finds that there are other common denominators, perhaps far more common to the individual experience than the ill-defined notion of evil. The following pages seem to detail various arguments for the origins of evil, finding its root in generational suffering, the gods, the self, and the environment, but settle on no firm conclusions. What a boring book. I would never read that. Fuck non-fiction. But I just really feel like I learn more if I'm reading nonfiction. No one cares. I'm trying to have a good time over here.
So much
really?
Dark strife comes from vying for scarce minerals. I seek to invent new, easier ways
Look at this
to find such
manly
ores.
face.
From plenty comes peace.
See, he's a good guy. He knows what he's doing. What does it do?
The Gazette reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming of Baldur. Horse cack.
Horse what?
Let's get going.
This is about normal. They want us to make a full function message board like Craigslist for 3 days. That doesn't seem, when you put it that way, it doesn't seem very reasonable. Typically lately it's like 11 or 12 until 2 or 3, lunch break, and then like 4 to 7-ish. It's like 2-3 hour-ish streams, starting late morning and going till dinner time. That's my typical schedule lately. Good to see you though. How you doing? Okay, Janess Estate. We're going in. Let's find out what she's doing to that rascal Oscar. Should I go in a different door? There's a pouch here. Everyone, there's a pouch. 240 bucks. Let's go. I just increased my net worth. There's a lot of different ways to infiltrate this house. Traveler's chest. The butler's cane is a knob in the end. I've read that before. It's a ribald tail. Where does this go? Yeah, the morning one generally takes some time for people to join in. If I kind of like... If I kind of shifted things to try to get people in like the post-work period, I would probably maybe be a boon. Sometimes I feel like I'm starting too early, both for myself and for others. But sometimes it's, I don't know, it feels good to get a good start early. How many more days do I have for Baldur's Gate 3? I mean, I was hoping to get it done like within the next couple of days. I don't think it's true. I don't think it's possible. Because I'd like to get started on Starfield. I'd also like to take a break. I'd say probably finish the lower city today. Plus I have to do Orin and Gortash. And then the climax. So it's realistically like 3? I have no idea. Like I know you probably know this better than I do. I would guess 3 to 4 days. Alright, Karlak lead. There's a lot of perception things going on here. Art show schedule? Plans for a forthcoming art show at House Jenath. Strange Tides, self-portraits from the Sword Coast. Excellent suggestions, Mnemosis. Please see my notes below for the preparations. Okay, wild mushroom soup, steak medallions with asparagus, golden pear pie. Great menu. Is Poltergeist in here? This is spooky.
Looking ahead.
Okay. Phantasmal Force Psychic. Jesus. We're under siege here. Okay, click the candelabrum. Post haste. Stupid fucking ghost house. Jesus. Haunting aura. Oh. So I think we destroy it. Oh, okay. Oh, you want some of this? Okay, gotta switch to radiant damage for these dudes, for sure. And run around, see who's in here. They look like this. They look like the nurses. Okay, so how much movement do we have left? Lots. Key resonation. Let's start with the triple shot here. Oh yeah. Give me the bonus. Oh boy, we're gonna do some damage to these dudes. Middle guy. Pew 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 pew. I took out one of them. Not bad. Okay, take this dude out. I want new weapons. It's a house full of poltergeists. Baldur's Gate into Starfield kind of feels like a wearying duo, in that they're both heavy exploration and big story games. But I don't know, I gotta get into it soon. That Cyberpunk, I got a lot to do this. I got a lot to do this fall. I guess I do. You never came into this house? Clark, where are you at in this game? What's going on with your Baldur's Gate play? That's where you came here from, right? Alright, these turns are being pretty awkward. What's going on here? Greater toughness on the Cursed Skull. Only a hit that deals 50 damage can damage it? Sheesh. Really? I just walked into the house. Did you save Oscar, the artist, in that underground area in Act 1? Nice. Looking at the loading screen that shows you Act 1 and then the Moonrise Tower area and then Baldur's Gate in the distance made me realize for the first time ever that Moonrise Tower and all of Act 2 is actually above ground. To me, it felt like it was in sort of like fucking subterranean dimension or something. Yeah, I think that might be the difference, because I know Oscar's in here. That seems to be the only difference here. Shadowheart, you do the least damage, so you take this one out. Oh, you motherfucker. Alright, Karlak, use a spell. Okay, so now head them off with a pass.
Still on my feet.
You? These ones are all dead?
Have to keep going.
Where'd they go? What's going on in this house? Look at this. That was the part of the game, like the end of the Underdark into Act 2, where like my fatigue was maximized, I think. Okay, shoot this thing. Ooh, 4? That's not cool. Okay, we're gonna split up. You go with her. That's cool to see that this area is this house is completely different for us. That feels good. A poltergeist just threw a vase at me. Okay, you go help out the monk downstairs. This might be a time to dash. You're pretty far back. It's crazy how much like the wizard and the cleric get insanely outpaced by the barbarian and the monk when we're just like running through the map. The monk is everywhere, both from passive class skills and from me giving him the mobile feat. This guy is like fucking Herschel Walker out there. Barry Sanders, Ricky Waters, Emmett Smith. I don't know any running backs anymore. Were they having like an art party or something here? Did you have like a pretentious art party? $25 from a telekinetic thrust. It's a house full of spooksters. I for sure can't take out the skull. So I'm basically wandering through this place, trying to figure out who to take out to end the conflict, I think. Oh my god. 2 in the kitchen? 3 in the kitchen? Oh, really? A Gordon Ramsay Easter egg? Okay, I'm getting owned. Critical miss. There you go. Get in this person's face. Okay, we're getting wrecked here. How'd you get over there? Oh, the telekinetic thrusts, right? Why is my movement only at 15? Or okay, I was knocked down last turn, right? Get this chest. Ooh. An elixir of cloud giant strength. The bane of my existence. All the poisons now basically have moved over to be Shadowheart and Karlak's position. I'm taking things slow. I'm also experimenting with the mod that increases party size. I have 6 in my party in the Underdark. 2 teams of 3 moving in different directions. That's interesting. We were just talking about I was just talking about that, how fun it would be. So do you have the 2 teams of 3 in like dramatically different areas of the map? That's really creative. It's really interesting. Okay, Gale's down here by himself. Yeah, Kai, this is like this is considered Act 3, which is the final one. It's also like in many ways also considered like the biggest act in the game. And I know there's like a little climax. That's really cool. 2 different parties handling stuff. That's a lot of variance. You'll have a lot of different, like, you'll have really different playthrough depending on who's in which area. And I'm sure the events will be affected by what order you do stuff too. That's interesting. It is definitely a game to play slow. I'm like 120 hours in. I'll probably be 140 before it's done. Fucking bastard game. I don't really necessarily think they're gonna do much. I don't think that they don't seem like the DLC type studio. So there'll be bug fixes and refinement for a while. This is a weird battle. A lot of downtime. Maybe with some mod support, you could have the 2 multiplayer. You could have the multiplayer into 2 squads, as opposed to just the second player controlling just 1 person. All you need to do is get 5 friends, obviously.
Eat it.
I finally get a turn. This place is chaos, man. Oh, you started that playthrough? Nice.
So much for peace.
Okay, Gale's knocked on his mouth. Take this dude out. Oh, I punched the ground by accident. I pulled a Miller. I roundhouse kicked the air. How do you like that? I haven't done that for a while. It's been almost 80 hours since I've roundhouse kicked nothing. Yesterday during the hag fight a little bit, I was like taking halberd swings at nothing, hoping to hit an invisible unit. You're using mommy muscles? You're using muscle mommy? I wouldn't mind having a radiant spell on Gale. I do have Sunbeam, so that's good enough. It is, and in fact, it is good enough because that's in fact what it is. Okay. So how many more characters are we fighting in this house? What is that? What is up there making these noises? They still do, huh? Yeah, I can see that. Of my team, I've noticed that Karlach and Gale are always chit-chatting. Shadowheart rarely dives in. But Gale and Karlach are like best friends. They're always kind of bantering, and they get along so well. They kind of get each other, you know what I mean? They both like accept the other person for their foibles. They have a good vibe, for sure. Clark, who are you using? Did you say? Early on, the Shadowheart Lae'zel was like heavy. Those two were like, the tension was rising. I couldn't walk. This battle is like, it's like 3 minutes of downtime. between rounds because of these insane fucking full mansion of poltergeists. I've never seen a battle like this. Just invisible dudes everywhere. Candles constantly burning. This is weird. Are the candles burning when people pass by them? Look at this. This is so awkward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe it's 8 of them, an Vengeful Soul, and 2 Cursed Skulls. Look at this. No wonder. Okay, who am I? Okay, 1 choppy chop here. Oh my god, I did it again. Oh no, it hit him. It's just this insane... candle lag. Okay, so we gotta go over here.
What do we have here?
Oh, does she? That's good. I mean, she's right. I don't want to get into the details too much, but she's right. Oscar is possessed? This is chaos. I hate Githyanki. But are the Githyanki the ones with the best... maybe half-orcs to some degree as well, with having like a Guardian Angel and Savage Attack? But Githyanki seem to have the best combat passives of any race. Don't they?
This is worth the cost.
Are you okay? Alright, so we covered the downstairs. What's in here?
I've seen everything.
Another one. Is that a one-shot? No, that's the one I ran away before. This building is chaos. How do I get out of here?
I'm ready.
Okay, come get him. Is that double damage or is it 2 here? Interesting. Oh, I'm so close. Alright, Sacred Flame. There's 2 here. Or I hit something else. Maybe it was one I can't see. There it is. Should be 2 here. I don't know what's going on with these candles. Baldur's Gate Act 3 is a little crazy. He's up. But they'll get, they'll get it together. It's like an impossibly complicated game. I give them a lot of credit. Some stuff was frustrating me yesterday with the counting house, and there was a bug in the hag storyline as well. I made a potion that's supposed to disgorge her stomach's contents to say it without spoilers, but it wasn't working, and I had to look on Reddit. Yeah, I think... Kai, you gotta give it a chance, man. And maybe it's not the best thing to watch, but this is like one of the best games I've ever played in my life. It really is. It's incredible. It is impossibly rich and deep and layered. It is really one of like the best games I've ever played in a lot of ways. Sometimes the story is like, okay, well, is this the story I want? All these things. So this is one of those things where it's hard to tell with streaming whether you're doing it to entertain and get attention or whether you're doing it to kind of like make public the things that you'd be doing anyway. This game kind of feels like one of those latter things. But this is incredibly good. Maybe I hope you try it someday and like it. It might surprise you. It's not the typical thing you play. Yeah, I know. I know. You kind of seem to like FPS games and sandbox builder survival games, and those are sick for sure. It is something really special though. Like I think you'll like never, I think we'll like almost never get a game like this. Ever. Dark Souls took less time than this for sure. Only Valheim took more time than this game in this past year. Okay, so we gotta take out everything before these guys.
I've got it.
Oscar, if you're still in there, listen to my voice.
Oh, you gotta knock out Oscar?
Please let me help you.
Dark Souls was like a month, maybe. Like 3 weeks?
Swine. Come closer so I can rip out your filthy tongue.
Stop this.
So here's Oscar.
I love you, Oscar. And I know you love me.
It's your gold I love, hogwife. All the riches in Faerun would not be enough to make a life with you worth living.
Oh God.
It's your gold I want, hog wife? Is that what he said?
He says, you help subdue him, but be gentle. He's not to blame.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. There's value in everything, right? There's well-made games in every genre, and everyone prefers different genres. But I think there's something to learning and finding the best stuff in every genre and really enjoying it. Like I love Valheim, I love Dark Souls, I love RimWorld, Into the Breach. This is like the best turn-based tactics game I think I've ever played. It's so perfectly like those things. It is really long and kind of a grind for sure. And maybe, yeah, some of the games are a little more fun to watch. But there's a lot of stuff going on here, man. I feel like we're never going to get a game this good. Like, almost ever. Okay. We on passive-aggressive mode? Beat his ass. Okay, so now all the ghosts will go away, right? Okay, we're good. Like, the predecessors of this game, like all those classic computer RPGs, are for sure very, very story-rich, kind of slow games with difficult combat. And this is kind of in that same genre, but it's really refined. And I can't believe the amount of work they put into like making all like the different elements work. All the contingency plans are incredible. Really incredible. He's knocked out. So, that took out a lot of poltergeists. So whose turn is it now? What can I do? Can't talk to her. Should I loot him? He's got a key. Okay, I gotta go out and help my teammates. Okay, here's another part of the house I haven't seen. Oh, I'm back here. Shit. Okay, more dashing. Check out this part of the house. More poltergeists on the stairs. Okay. So we're still fighting, are we? This is crazy. Do I have to go to the top floor of the house? Wait a minute, where's my movement? Who am I hitting? There's 3 dudes here? Jesus. If I do an AoE heal, who am I getting? Just myself? Maybe I should use a quick level 1 heal myself. I mean, also, Kai, to some degree, you're not wrong. Like, despite how much I've been enjoying this and playing the other 2 Baldur's Gate games, it's also, like, been worse to have worse engagement as time goes on, you know what I mean? Like, it's sort of, like, solidified a core of, like, getting more quality time with the people who, like, I really like talking to. But, like, way worse numbers, I think, just, like, generally speaking. So that's a bummer, for sure, to feel like you're going backwards a little bit. I don't know. I have to sort of, like, just look at, like, the huge YouTube growth of the past, like, 6 weeks and take, like, pleasure from that to some degree. Like, going from 400 views a month to 5,000 and going from, like, 20, 30 hours of viewable hours to, like, hundreds. Those parts are really good for sure. So there is good things in it, but Twitch has been, like, more lonely for sure, and, like, going downward from, like, 2.7 to, like, 1.7 now over the course of, like, a month. I guess Baldur's Gate kind of did that. Yeah, I think that's true. People do kind of like pop by, but it's definitely different. So yeah, there's been downsides to it for sure. There's a lot of parts of this past like 8 or 10 months where it's like, oh, this game was a mistake. I'm not saying this one is, but like the second game I played was Octopath Traveler. That was a mistake, I guess, to some degree. I guess it's all kind of like a learning experience. But there's definitely parts of it that are like feeling a bit demoralizing for sure. Okay, this house is just non-stop mayhem, dude. The house is like warm. I have the window open, but I don't know if it's helping. Alright, where do these places go? Up here there's a bunch of dudes. Okay. So let's jump up here. I'll get some more charcoal and get myself in trouble. I'll get myself in some political trouble later with more charcoal. I think it's funny that I use charcoal from the grill and not charcoal from the bag to do it. There's probably like... What was I thinking exactly? I just took a piece from the charcoal grill after I'd cooked with it several hours later. I could have got a fresh piece of charcoal. What was I doing? What a fucking animal. No, it is. You made a really good point there. I was like, whoa, I'm treading in some territory putting this charcoal in my face. That could get me... This could have gone really, really wrong if I went about this a different way. I went from like kind of like making arcane markings to just being most of my face. I was like, you know, I was in some fucking... I was treading in some dangerous water there. Didn't even think about it once. You make a great point. This is the weirdest battle I've ever been in this game in my life. Everyone's alone. None of these things are a threat. I'm taking constant damage. This house is huge. Yeah, I know. Yeah, different people can pull it off better than I can. I'll give you that. The weather's been so nice this week. You're in Jersey? Yeah, yeah. You're like directly south of me. Actually, let me look at this map here. Let me look at the map of North America. I think you're probably southeast of me. No, I'm just above Vermont. Actually, no, you're like almost exact. Yo, that's crazy. You're almost exactly. I was right. You're like exactly directly north of me because I'm near Montreal. That's cool. So the closest state is Vermont. But yeah, Montreal connects to New York. Almost pretty close. And I'm pretty close to Montreal. Yeah, you're almost exactly directly south of me. We're getting this like nice last week of sun and heat. I feel really lucky lately. I've gotten a lot of sun lately. It's not the same as like July and August sun though. Like I can be outside for like 2 hours right now with my like 1/4 Irish freckly skin and I don't get burned. It's like a different time of year. Yeah, it's true. And the thing is, Anne, if you look at the video that you made the clip from, when I put it on, it wasn't really marking that much. But then you look again in an hour, and my whole face is black. Basically. Like, I think it's like, as you put it on, and as your face, like, stays, and, like, oils get on your face and spread over the next hour or two, it went from just some lines that I couldn't see to everything getting a little sketchy. I agree. Okay, where am I? This is Gale. He's going back upstairs. We gotta find some more dudes to take out.
Let's light them up.
Craziest battle of my life. Yeah, it just really changed over the course of like an hour or two. Invisible poltergeists are like just murdering me. I think I need to get everyone together here to heal. Start using the potions or something? Obtain the Torch of Revocation. Wait a minute, the Torch of Revocation, I have that. How am I supposed to know that? It's revealed that a Torch of Revocation can be used to destroy the cursed portrait. We need to find one. Where's the cursed portrait? Because we can't just kill all the poltergeists. This battle is chaos. I'm gonna die here. Gale's dead. I have that video saved to my phone. The minute of like that. My dark arcane ritual. My demonic ritual. Okay, where's the portrait? This is one of the most chaotic things I've ever seen in this game. Ever. Where's the portrait? Is it in the room? Okay, do I have the Torch of Revocation? Is that not on Shadowheart? Like, I'm warm in here. Uncomfortably so. Orphic Hammer, no. Torch of Revocation. She's got this too.
Concentrate.
Okay. So where's the portrait? I assume it's on the top floor? Where's Gale? I have fly? Really? Why do I have what do I have that gives me fly? She's had these boots since the 80s. Oh my god. And these gloves too. I don't know why I have fly. Oh, from the Helldusk armor. Cool. Alright, what am I doing here? Right. Leave it to Anne to know down to the deepest detail. Instantly. Okay. Where is this thing? How do I get out of here?
Ready for another round?
Okay, you keep fighting these dudes. You should probably use a healing potion. You can use a little guy. Little 6.
Despite everything.
Yeah. I saw some people. There's a girl I follow on Twitter named Liv Bori. She's like an ex-poker pro. And she was like, don't let the media fool you. It was actually really sick. Let me take a look at this. See what she was saying. Do not fall for the media's clickbait. Yes, the mud was intense. Yes, it temporarily ground the city to a halt, but it was fine. The majority always leave the city on Sunday or Monday, which is today. So it's barely even made a dent in most people's plans. There's always surplus food and water. People and equipment are now slowly getting home, and the vibe is better than ever as everyone innovated and helped each other. As an 8-time burner, I truly think this one captured the festival spirit the best. It was goofy, unpredictable, and overflowing with fun and beauty and kindness. Don't be fooled by the opinions of those who would never even dare to go there. News orgs make money by making the world seem scary and terrible. And festivities like Burning Man are here to remind us that this is in fact beautiful. Come see for yourself next year. Here's some before, during, after the rain showers tempt you. That's a rad outfit. What's going on here? Is this mud? The leg tan doesn't make sense. This lady is shredded. This looks really barren. Doesn't it? Very desolate. That mud looks fun. I don't think it's her. This is probably someone else, right? Oh, maybe it's her. She's in pretty good shape. Could be her. Anyway, I wonder. Another interesting thing about Burning Man is one of the, I don't know if it's still the case, but from what I understood before, one of like the main contributors or like share owners of it is Dr. Dre. who, despite it being completely out of his demographic, he went to go see Burning Man sometime in like the mid to late 90s. He's like, this is something. This is actually something. I'm going to get a piece of this. And I don't know if that's still the case or still true, but it's just yet another instance of Dr. Dre being like the most fucking smart businessman and like overall on point person like ever. Eminem, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Beats by Dre, Burning Man. He's like always makes the smartest decisions. Absolute fucking beast.
Another day, another fight.
One of the things YouTube is like really nailing me on lately. Where is this guy? One of the things that YouTube is absolutely solving me for algorithmically lately is like videos of rappers talking about how they got a collaboration from Eminem and then really had to step up because Eminem is such a monster on his songs that they constantly do it. Or like Dr. Dre telling stories of like making... Which one's the cursed painting, by the way? This is like the most chaotic battle I've ever been in. This is outdoors. We're outside. I can take a breather here. Jesus, this house is crazy. Like, I don't even know what's going on here. I think Gale's gonna die. Really? Yeah, that wouldn't be that fun. It just weeds out the weaklings, you know, Anne? Who hasn't had a chemical burn once or twice? Is he dead yet? It's a test, right? There's some people who are natural barefooters. Okay, he's fully dead. Some people are natural barefooters, and some people are natural like, oh, I don't want to, ew, it's gross, it's dirty, I want to get outside in it. And so, you know, it's a test. If you've had tough feet, if you've been out barefoot grounding every day, you're going to be fine. If you're one of those, ew, I don't want to, ew, you go outside and there's spiders on the ground. No, outside in the grass, in the sand, every day. That's how a real human being lives. Not some societal construct, but a real human being. I have 5 health, and I'm getting destroyed by poltergeists constantly. I don't even know whose turn it is. Is it my turn yet?
It's hot in here.
It is hot in here. I don't even have an infernal engine. Please kill this person. God. Where is this painting, man? I can't do this anymore. Near Shadowheart?
Stay focused.
How did I get here? I just keep going upstairs.
Heading there.
Alright, come on, Mama. Here it is. Here's the painting. We're almost there. Okay, we found the painting. Wait a minute. Why is that easel? It's better just use a potion there, I think.
I'm not going to last much longer.
Shit. Are you serious? You gotta get used to it. It's like people who are allergic to shellfish. Like, yeah, stay away from lobster and crab and shit, but things like shrimp and stuff like that and mussels, they can be gradually introduced back to your diet. And if you're careful with it, you can ultimately get immunity to it again. Did I try turn undead with Shadowheart? No. Smart move. I mean, the problem is... that would have been really smart. I don't have any channel divinity points currently, and second, they're all invisible, shooting me with fucking telekinetic blasts from like sub-Saharan Africa. These guys are like in Namibia, and I'm in like Transylvania, and they're still getting me. How do I get to her? I'm lost and I'm frightened. She knows where to go. Okay.
Moving.
These motherfuckers are in Gabon.
Survival is all that matters. Light on my feet.
What was that? More candles burning? Okay, just please let me just get out of this so I can get back to my real life. Okay, I just have to worry about Karlach dying here. If Shadowheart dies, I'm in big trouble. Stay away from him. What are you doing? Look at this weirdo. Like, I don't even know where they're coming from. Are you saying you get hives and itchiness? Are we talking about grass here?
Need some oil over here.
What's Infernal Retribution? This place is chaos. Alright, we're losing people left and right here. I mean, hives and itchiness is brutal. No one likes that. And some people are more sensitive to like mosquitoes, grass, all these things. And no one knows how much of it's our unique individual immune systems. And how much of it is like dietary, customization, nature versus nurture, you know, all these questions. Shadowheart, please don't die. Okay, so what do I do here?
Take the piggy bank, bitch! Burn her!
Oh my god, it didn't work! I have the torture revocation, do I not? It's on me. Oh my god, I can't do another turn of this.
Take the piggy bank, bitch! Burn her!
I've never been so confused. Pick up, steal. Over here.
Piggy bank, bitch!
Did that work? What the fuck is happening, man? Okay, I gotta just last it out one more turn. Okay, next turn. Hopefully this will work. I got 2 people left here. Where's Karlach? Okay, take this dude out. Can I make it to her? Can I reach destination? Okay, so... Hold on a second. Where am I? I'm way down here. Can I reach this person? No. Okay, if I need to dash...
Breathe deep and move.
Dash, flurry of blows. Okay. An endless experience. I'm not low on health. There's dudes everywhere here. This is the craziest level I've ever seen. Non-stop poltergeists. I have to do this again? Oh my god. I'm going to Reddit in 1 minute if this next turn doesn't work. Being bullied so hard. It's a huge house though. This is really cool. Every RPG has like a place like this. The ghost house. Okay, if Karlach can survive one more turn. Gotta check my water filter. I need a trolley sour gummy crawler to keep me going. It's so delicious. Okay. Okay. What the fuck do I do? What's happening? The painting's there and it's burning? What the fuck is happening? I love it.
So much for peace.
Okay, help her. Thoroughly stuffed with 1 HP. Okay, there's one dude there. Push it down the stairs.
Time to press ahead.
Oh, I can't reach it. Oh, it's horrible. I was so close. Okay.
Close ranks.
Run away and drink a potion again. What's for lunch today? Good question. I have 3 different tins of sardines. I have black pepper goat cheese. I have Wagyu beef salami. I have the other half of the smoked trout piece. That's mostly most of my kind of like snacky things that I can think of for lunch. I think I'll have the other part of the smoked trout. Because that's like over a week old now. I should eat that. Maybe I'll make the same little potato salad I made last time. God, that was good. Except I only have big potatoes left. It's more fun when I had little, cute little golf ball sized new potatoes. But everything else is sealed. And like perfectly freeze wrapped. So I should probably just eat that. Sardines you can just have forever, you know? The half of the smoked trout piece with like the little like cute little homemade potato salad that I made really quickly was like one of the best lunches I've had in like months. It was so unreal. Dude, I know. I was just thinking about that like a minute ago when I was looking in my cupboard. I don't know if I can deviate from that sardine recipe. Yeah, I can have it on salad or have it with whatever, but like I need the baguette. I need all that stuff, you know? The painting is burning. I don't know what's happening, and I love it. Everyone's down except me. I didn't even know that. Everyone's down. Everyone's down. Except Shadowheart, who's the most important person. This is crazy. The little bit of onion, the little bit of lemon, the basil, if you have it. There's so many delicious details to that. It's such a quick lunch too. You can make it in like 5 minutes. Okay, so the painting is burning. But it doesn't have a health bar. The poltergeists are coming. I repeat, the poltergeists are coming. I don't know what to do. It's so unclear. Oscar's knocked out. They're murdering me on the I'm on the ground getting murdered. I'm fighting for my life out here. When I created this moved back here, it started to burn, and this person arrived here. You just miss. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Just miss every time. It's just so awesome. Keep missing. Okay. Why did I do that?
Survival is all that matters.
Wait, I'm alive? What happened? How did I get back up? Alright, big guy. What is going on here? The most confusing room I've ever been into in my life. Okay.
I need to hold on.
I'm gonna hide. Poltergeist ever. Please just destroy the portrait. I'm so close to it. I'm looking up Reddit after this turn. I need to get. I can't do this. This is not like. This is not a fun circumstance for puzzle solving. I can't do this battle again. Shit's chaos. Can people make a heavy secretive run to go help Karlach? There's so many invisible turns happening constantly. I feel like I've been here for a year.
Too much to bear.
Alright, where's Karlach? She's up a level. Okay, she's saved. That's good. Okay, go to here. Step of the wind, disengage. Run over here.
Catch a break.
Okay. And get out of the way so you don't get murdered, because you used your bonus action, so you can't do a heal. Except that heal, which is crazy. Okay, so if this thing dies, I can't get a break here.
Take the piggy bank, bitch! Burn her! Roast her!
It's burning. The painting is burning.
Take the piggy bank, bitch!
I have never been so confused in my life. Yeah, I sure am. I just need them all to go away when I destroy the cursed painting. I'm just hoping that if I kill this tormented soul, it's somehow gonna work, and the painting's gonna get destroyed. Where's my phone? Why is this person not taking Spirit Guardian damage? BTW. Please die. No. Okay, the painting's gone. Is the painting gone? Is it gone? What? They're still here. What are you doing? I have the Torch of Revocation literally in my hand. The painting is gone. This is a secret door here. And then what the fuck am I supposed to do? Obtain the... Free the artist. Obtain the Torch of Revocation. We get her up. This is so crazy. Like, I have it on my person. God, this whole chapter is mayhem. That painting was literally talking to me. Now what do I do? You're supposed to do all this while constantly getting sieged because you have to go into every house. I just got to clear the whole map. That's how we do this. What, am I not going to go into a house? Are you crazy? What game are we playing here? Backless Extravaganza, Wizard Hat, Raffish Chestnut Outfit, Poltergeist, Masters of the Painterly Arts? Like, that's the point. We're clearing the whole mission. We're clearing the whole town so that I can then move on with the game. Whose body is this? That's Gale's dead body. Okay. He's knocked out. I can't talk to her. Where Shadowheart is, there's a secret door here. When I combined this easel with the painting went back over here, a ghost showed up here, the painting started burning. The painting is now gone. This ghost has nothing on her. This is like the Opera House in Final Fantasy VI all over again. What do you mean no set? My mic's not working? OBS is being a little weird, but all right, I'm gonna look this up. This is a fucking bullshit quest. A lot of this west half of Lower City. Oscar, Baldur's Gate 3. This has been like chaos. Alright, what do you people have to say here? I found him, but the rest of the quest is annoying as fuck. Hope you like invisible enemies who can attack you through the floors and skulls that shoot you into other skulls who shoot you into other skulls till you're either back at the start or dead. You can cast Remove Curse on the skulls to disable them, or as Fireball them. What the fuck is this quest? This is such a dog shit quest. These people all have the same idea I do. I have no idea what I did with the torch. Possibly vendored it. You dumbass. This is another buggy mess bullshit quest, okay? This is kind of like the hag one was. I can't even talk to the wife. Same shit-ass quest. Can confirm need to avoid combat. That's impossible. Killed the last mob. I don't think it's possible. Like, there seems to be non-stop spawning poltergeists. Solve. Leave 3 characters at camp. Okay, yeah, sweet. The key opened the chest in the attic atelier. There's a letter that will make you move on. Okay, I'm in that attic. The chest is open. There's nothing in it. Is there a different chest that's locked? I don't see a chest here. There was no letter in that chest, right? There was just a scroll. This is the attic. I can't get into here. I don't see anything. A pupil.
Let's go.
Well, we're only down to 4 poltergeists. So maybe if I try to kill these dudes, maybe it'll end.
Let's get this over with.
She's at 2. Okay, where are the other ones? All invisible. Let's get back over here with my buddy. Okay, time for you to drink another potion, which you're getting very good at. Hide in here. Maybe we'll go upstairs to go meet her. How do I get upstairs?
Tactical.
This is the way down. Over here's the way up. Okay. This is a mistake because she has 7 health. Oops. Yeah, maybe an audio driver thing? Okay, so there's no way to get into this room. The painting is gone. The ghost from the painting is gone. I'm going to try to clear the rest of the poltergeists. There's one more here. She's going to get killed by this one. Again. God damn, dude. So there's only 2 left, but a bunch of skulls. So do I have to kill the skulls too? Oh no, she's getting attacked now. Uh-oh. She can out-heal them. And then I don't know if I have like the ability to kill all these skulls. They say fireball works or remove curse. I don't even know if I have remove curse on me. This is crazy. All right, lift her back up. There's now 3 poltergeists again. Do we just leave the house? There's one right here. Okay, this is crazy, man. I don't even know what's supposed to happen here. All right, so I need to.
Another step forward.
Why can't I? Oh, because I use my motion to get her back up, right? Keep chugging potions. There's a poltergeist in here with us. Okay, and I'm glad you missed that. Whew. It seems like they're constantly spawning. I'm hitting an invisible poltergeist. She's at 4 from the fucking skull. Oh my god, I'm so stressed out. She can't go down. If she goes down, this is all for naught. All my potions are gone. Well, you got a big heal. Time to use it.
Got this. Got it.
I stopped too close to the skull there. That was a mistake.
Breathe deep and move.
There's one. Oops. Okay, so I think these poltergeists will keep respawning. And I don't know if I can kill the skulls. I think I'm close to the skull. I think the skull's gonna kill me. Because they do Thunder Wave constantly, right? Karlach's back down. Critical miss, thank you for that.
Best be on my way.
Where's the other poltergeist?
Got to concentrate.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. All right, I think I should be able to get an angle here to heal her. Okay.
Let's cover your fire, baby.
What if I use Remove Curse to... I wonder if I'm gonna have to kill the skulls? This is like an hour. My stream title was prophetic. Where are these two poltergeists? One here. I need to eat soon.
Soldier, I need your help.
Okay, now it says 1.
Time to push my luck again.
So where is this last one?
Waste a step.
There it is. God, this game is crazy. Look at this. Click. Nothing. Okay, we're out of combat. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, so we said to kill the 1,000,000 poltergeists. I think. So now, we saved.
There is work to do.
Let's go get Gale. Oh, never mind.
Let's get on with it.
Okay. Okay. There you go. And then Revivify. Gale.
Please help me.
Okay. So there's a couple options here. We have to. I guess we'll talk to her.
So that's progress.
He doesn't seem to be possessed anymore. What do you got to say?
Now, not that I'm ungrateful for your help, but wait, your face is familiar to me. Yes, I've seen it.
She about to kick us out until we said that?
Sketches. You're the one who saved him from the Zentarim.
She's got a great outfit. Look at those shoulder pads. You must be his patron?
I used to be. Now I'm his wife. We married not a 10-day ago.
Oh, Claire, you naughty lady.
A lot since then. Had I known this would happen, oh, who am I kidding? I'd still have married him.
He's a charming git, I'll give him
That's
that.
Oscar. I've known many artists, and none have half his talent or his charisma. He had our guests eating from the palm of his hands. You should have seen him on our wedding day. So vibrant, so alive. He couldn't have been happier. Not long after the wedding, he lost his appetite.
Something cursed in your home,
dark
lady.
moods.
It's obvious.
He started to avoid my company entirely. Artistic temperament, I thought. But it worsened. He became violent. Called me some rather imaginative names. I hesitate to say it. Something unnatural has taken hold of him. Oscar has been possessed.
Yes, that much is obvious.
The last time I left this room, the walls started bleeding, and a portrait of my mother tried to bite me.
Okay.
Flying furniture and screaming portraits I could deal with. But to see my husband reduced to such a state... I can't come within arm's reach without him trying to strangle me. And he calls me such vile things. It hates everyone, but it loathes me. It's not him. I know he would never hurt me, and I promised I would let no harm come to him. As you can see, I've already failed. It's obvious he needs more help than I can give. Please, you saved him once. You must find a way to cure him.
Okay. Where should I start?
Oscar's behavior began to change shortly.
You have to go up in the
wedding.
atelier.
He became withdrawn, working obsessively up in his atelier. I tried to take him.
So the buggy mess seems to be the entire house full of combat starting when you come into it.
It was as though the house itself didn't want me up there. Whatever this thing is, it doesn't want anyone going up there. I swear, it's in the walls, watching.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Not for communal use, it's...
Not bad. He's got a key. These skulls are going to own me again. I just finished a fight with some Dwergar and undead. Oh, yeah. That one's great. This game can suck my ass.
I wonder what the next move is.
Do you have remove curse? This is the only one that's really causing me problems. Which one's remove curse? Speak with the dead. Bestow curse with the sexy portrait. Forgot about that one. Where's remove curse? Which one of these is it? Level 3? There it is. Remove curse. Get rid of guiding bolt. Take remove curse. Where'd it go? Oh no, you can't reach destination? Yeah? Oh, I'm sorry.
Your pain be forgotten.
This game is the worst thing ever.
No time to waste.
This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Look. Look how trash this is.
What's next, I wonder?
I have to use like a fucking fireball? So dumb. Alright. It's even like, it's literally worse now than it was during when we were in combat.
Breathe deep and move.
Look at this. This is the stupidest level I've ever seen in my life. He just died. He just perma-died. I've never seen a worse level than this. Okay, so y'all here? Okay, Gale. Another fireball. I took a 2, right? No. Up here. Oh my god, this is like everything's crazy. All the height diffs make it kind of hard to go through the levels too. I'm agreeing with the Redditors on this one that this is like horrible. This is gonna knock me out of 2. Yeah, there we go. Do I have another level 3 spell? One more fireball, bud. Can you get high enough the stairs so you can actually see what's happening there, or are you gonna get knocked away before you can even target him? There you go. Okay, we made it up top.
Never a dull moment. Need to find a way forward.
There's a secret door. It's locked. So I got a chest key, did I not? I think Karlak got it. Wow, this is like the worst mission I've ever seen. Okay. So is there a chest? Where's this? It's supposed to be a chest in the attic that opens it and shows a letter, but it's inside there. Do I really have to? Fancy letter? Darling Furlia, my word, my father and I are so delighted to hear of your betrothal into a painter, no less. Given your groom's rather unconventional background, we'd be happy to put forward any sum you require for the wedding. After all, one's daughter is only wedded once. Unless you're a Guthmere, of course. I'll have to tell you about that another time. As for your nuptials, perhaps we could employ the High Hall, or perhaps would you prefer something grander? We're very open to suggestions. All my love, Mother. P.S. I tried reaching out to that talented husband-to-be of yours. Please forgive me, I meant no embarrassment, but he's yet to respond. I would perhaps behoove him to draft a reply soon. Okay. Did that change anything? It's still stuck in the Torch of Revocation phase, of which I have. So this is another scenario where doing this before Mystic Carrion, who, might I remind you, is like over here, seems to again mess it up. In the mode of the Masters. This was followed by the Astral Period, whose founding members railed against the perfection and sturdy nature of the Classical Period with unbridled colors, porous borders between segments, and unconventional materials like blood on stone, hair sewn into paper, and chalk on human skin. The first discernible piece of astral art was created by Wilhelmina Oates, who, it was said, returned to the material plane after a lifetime spent in the astral plane, only to find that in time it all passed. She leveraged her lifetime of wisdom to spearhead this new mode of art, which, though rejected at first by critics, soon heralded a new era of creation across the realm. Okay, so let's go unlock this. It's gonna be a 20 difficulty for sure. Yeah, there we go. No surprise there. If I had an extra character slot, who would I take? Maybe a ranger to take advantage of all those arrows. Maybe a druid for the flexibility. Doesn't really matter. I like my party of 4. Could be any of them really. If I could if you asked me to craft a party of 5, how would I do it differently? Well, I would just make sure from my experience of playing this that, oh, it's this painting, interesting. What I would do is make sure that you had someone who could provide for each of like the types of loot you could get. So unarmed, light armor, medium armor, heavy armor, and spellcaster. That's something I would do differently because my party doesn't really have like an ability to use light armor on anyone at all, which is druids and rogues, or anyone else who wants to use them if you want to get technical about it. Clerics are interesting in that they use heavy armor. Fighters are interesting to use heavy armor. Paladin, barbarian, rogue, caster, monk, maybe. That's only one range though. Paladin, barbarian, ranger, caster, monk would probably cover the most range. Then you don't have anyone who's like benefits from the very surprisingly large amount of light armor, stealth stat gear that you get. So maybe that could be a druid, maybe that could be a rogue. It's tough to say. Okay, we're inside the room now. Rustic checks, that's the lust checks. Okay, unsent letter. Carry my darling, I'm not sure why I'm writing this. Where you've gone to, no pigeon could deliver it. Still, if there's some part of you watching over my shoulders, I sit here and begging you, leave me be. You fill my every thought. Oh, he had a poltergeist lover haunting him, I get it. You fill my every thought, my dreams, my nightmares. There's no reprieve from the memory of your face, a look of disappointment you cast upon me each time I close my eyes. I cannot take much more of this. I must be rid of you, I must. The last sentence is too smudged to read. For the eyes of Lady Janath only. The occasional smear of oil paint blotches this hastily quilled letter. My dearest Lady Janath, I write to inform you of my progress on your portrait and my struggles therein. You see, while my skill at capturing countenance is considered far superior to the other brush folk of this good city, it is lacking one particular aspect. My memory of your form is far inferior to the purest beauty I beheld when you first sat with me. How can I finish a masterpiece without confidence in my grasp of a subject? I beg of you, sit for me again. Allow me to finish this portrait in the proper fashion, with this ravaging subject firmly grasped in my gaze. Yours, Oscar Febras. Okay? So that's how he got himself into this whole mess. Scroll of protection from good and evil. Rustic chest. That torch is very cool. Scroll of globe invulnerability. Gold ring. Letter to Oscar Fevras. This parchment is old, flaky, and smells faintly of tomb musk. Dearest Mr. Fervas, I so appreciate the desperation of your correspondence. Heartbreak can impose such a terrible burden. In my humble role as an interlocutor with the spirit realm, I believe I might be able to offer you some reprieve. Bring this letter to my mansion near the seafront, and together we'll see if the dead have peace to offer you. Yours in spirit, Mr. Carry-On. The door is regrettably stubborn, so you must speak his preferred words, secreta mortuorum. I may even consider a discounted rate if you're willing to recommend my services to Lady Janeth's well-coined kinfolk. So, to review, they want you to go here before you go to Philgrave's mansion here, despite the fact that you essentially start here unavoidably in this area. So if you can't get into here, or if you happen to lockpick like every single person does, they expect you to go all the way to the polar opposite side of the entire map to then go here for this to progress steadily. This painting is moving. It's looking at me. Mom, the patient's looking at me. Mom, the painting's staring at me, I swear.
The portrait is ice cold to the touch, filling you with a sense of overwhelming dread. So why is the woman smiling?
Shadowheart, hit it with your torch. Okay. There's the woman.
Where is he? Where is he?
Okay. She went downstairs. What a fucking mystery this has been. It's again like anything else. The suffering... The ends justify the means. Yes, we're suffering, but at the end we got it finished. Okay, she's in here with them. We're harrowed. Everyone, we're harrowed. Watch out. You knocked her out?
Who are you? Get out!
I should have saved.
Get out!
Please, Carrie, my darling, listen to me.
You brought me here. You did this.
She looks like her name's Rebecca. Carrie works,
Do
actually.
not interfere. He's coming home with me.
Listen, you're lost and in pain. This plane is not meant for spirits.
Another one who wants to control me. He called me here. Trapped me.
Shadowheart has got a grimy look to her right now.
I only wished to explain myself to make you see how...
No! Enough of your whining. Enough! Selfish, arrogant bastard of an artist. I wanted to be left in peace.
Look how good Shadowheart looks right now. That is a grimy ass cleric. Look at that outfit. It's unbelievable. Mystic Carry-On was the one behind this. It wasn't Oscar's fault.
I'm here because Oscar wanted me here.
Oh, my
to
eyes.
Make it feel
I
better.
need some blue blockers.
Sweet Carrie, what did I do to you?
Save your tears for the ethereal.
Is she gonna take him? Okay. Reason. Good cleric? Okay, let's get all the bonuses here. We need a 15. We give advantage. It's hard to fuck up with advantage. Oh, I did it anyway. She has been. Okay, I'm gonna use an inspiration for this. We just got a bunch of inspiration points. We got a 6 and a 9. Those are such bad scores. Alright, let's try this again. Let's just pretend that never happened. Okay, there we go. Double 15. Matching twinkling eyes. Okay.
What are you saying?
Just let's just usher you out of here. She's so mad.
It's so hard to think.
The blue eyelashes look so strange, don't they?
Carrie, my sweet meat. I just need to know that...
It's better than Hog Wife.
What you did. That it wasn't my fault.
Why am I here? I shouldn't be here.
Alright, I'm glad Shadowheart was the head of the party here, because we got some sweet advantage rolls there, by accident. Look at her.
Confused, lost, dragged here
Oh, what are you doing?
unwillingly by a man who refused to let her leave.
Alright, let's get some more sweet ass details, no? 18. Yikes. Alright. If I fail this, I have to kill her? I hate persuasion checks. I'm so sick of these things, man. Oh my god, yes! Okay, okay, okay. Dopamine surging.
If Oscar wants the truth, he can have it. We were a fling, nothing more.
Ooh, damn!
My decision had nothing to do with him. I did this
She killed
because I
herself?
was so fucking sad all the time. Oscar finds it easier to imagine a world where women kill themselves over him than one where they have their own fucking problems.
She didn't. She chose not the bloody, and she chose to go straight for the fucking.
I had no idea. But I was truly not to blame.
No, you weren't. So you and your poxy paintings stay away from me.
Some high drama over here.
Oscar, over. Now let me rest in bloody peace.
Okay. 1300 experience. You know, very useful.
That's what a mess I've made of it all. My sweet Firelia. I've been a rotten fool, haven't I? And yet you never left my side.
It will take
I didn't know what I was into.
Ghosts to scare me away.
Prophetic stream title.
I wish you'd come to me sooner.
At least she'll have a great story to tell the grandchildren.
Perhaps not. I think this sorry episode is best left out of the family history, though it was quite the adventure.
Such torments I put you through, my love. But even at my worst, you never left my side. I'm so very sorry.
She deserves more than an apology for what you put her
Debt
through.
I'll spend a lifetime repaying.
Yeah.
As for you, my noble friend, our account can be settled far more.
Are you gonna paint my picture?
Come upstairs to my atelier. I promise
Ooh, I can put this in my camp beside my statue. An ode to the Dragonborn monk. A symphony in 2 parts. Best behave yourself. I'm sorry I clicked on the chest while you're in here. You don't have to trash talk me all the time. Jesus. Okay, where am I going? Are the cursed skulls gone? Every day, the tilt continues. Sorry that I littered your house with fireballs and wreckage. Yeah, sorry about all this. You guys have money. You can fix it back up. Alright. Please paint my picture, sir. I'm a very handsome Dragonborn monk.
Here he is, the hero of the hour. Brushes are oiled, the canvas prepped, and you... Well, you're comfortable.
I should have put on my sexy outfit. Actually, I need a moment to freshen up.
Of course, whenever you're ready.
Alright, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to the camp and I'm putting on my sexiest outfit. I bought some sexy ones earlier. God, I'm exhausted. Metaphysically, mentally, emotionally, physically.
Zahira, Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult, and if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsk and Boo greet cheek with hand.
His metaphors just flow from the tongue.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsk. The city under siege.
He's back.
Its
I love him.
Poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened.
He speaks from the heart, you know? Look at all these bonuses. Let's do this one. +7 on a 10 difficulty roll. Here comes the 1. Okay. Let's get it.
I have seen too much to believe destiny has taken our side. Blind luck, perhaps. The point remains. You meant well, Minsk. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsk falls short of the understanding, Jahira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waklar?
This guy is fucking jacked. Look at those biceps.
I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees. You're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsk, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter.
Those veins. This guy is vascular.
Minsk does as Minsk does.
All those roast pork loins.
Jahira does as Jahira
My chat's kind of getting wrecked today. I wonder why.
Save us all anyway.
Oh, that's actually kind of sweet.
Oh, I fight alongside fools.
Yeah, you're fine.
Hear that, Boo?
He's great.
Alongside our Claren again.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo?
Alright. Look at this. Look at this stately, handsome man. Of course, this is not what I'm going to be posing in. We've got more special things for that. Hold on. First off, I need some... First off, I need some mood music. This is gonna get me DMCA'd. I don't care, I'm doing it anyway. For the shopping. I can take the game music back here. I'm going sexy outfit shopping for the painting. Some people in the Reddit comment says the painting is just going to be like Jahira or something anyway, and you don't get a choice of who it's going to be. But god damn it, my Dragonborn monk is going to be looking great if it's actually him who gets to do it.
Perhaps Lord Gortash will revive that grand tradition.
I won't do it again. I swear. Don't you have nothing else to do but frown at this fault?
Then what do you propose?
Good emote usage as per usual, Anne. The slightly suspicious, slightly confused doggy. All right, sir. I'd like to peruse your best wares.
Make haste. I have a very busy day of very demanding clientele ahead. What do you require?
All right.
Very good, sir.
All right, give me the nice stuff. Okay, back to the music. We got here. Now that you're gone. This is pretty kinky. Oh yeah. It's hard to get better than that angelic scion robe though. The elegant robe. Got a couple more underwear to check out. All right, these are fine, but This is what I'm wearing for my picture. Alright, everything's fine. Feeling a little loopy over here. True, probably YouTube's gonna mute it, right? Well, if Twitch does, who cares? Depends what YouTube does. That's why you gotta be in the moment. There, you gotta be in the moment, right? How do I get upstairs? This huge ass house. I've been waiting for this moment. Been waiting for the time where I start to wear the fancy clothes that I deserve. I'm the hero, goddammit. A little loopy from the heat, but I don't know. What am I gonna do? Just click wicker baskets for fucking jars of green grapes all game? It's time to be the beautiful man that I've always been meant to be. Hope this works. All right, pal, we're ready.
Hero of the hour.
That or my PC is.
Oiled, the canvas prepped, and you. Well, you're comfortable. That's the main thing.
You're the one with the dirty face, bud. I look fabulous. Let's do it.
Wonderful. Stand yourself just there, and.
Come on. Am I really gonna get a painting of myself wearing this? I'm gonna treasure this forever. I'm gonna get a painting of this IRL.
Is a name. Something to capture the spirit in which it was created.
Let's not complicate things. Portrait of an Adventurer is fine.
Traditional choice, perfect for such a dignified hero as yourself.
I'm trying to be modest here.
Take it in for a moment. It's not every day one's face is preserved.
Please show me in this outfit. Where's the painting? Where is it? If I had a choice, I had some creative titles in mind already. Alright, this is how it's going to be, huh? Oh, come on, you asshole. Let me put it on the easel. Okay, I gotta drop it and then move it. Is that how I have to do this? What do I do with this? Don't step in the painting, Gale. I went to all this work, spend thousands of dollars. So what do I do here? How do I make this work? What's going on here? How do you get this to work? Never been cucked so hard in my life. Okay. Can't see it. And where's your creative mechanical solutions to this?
Softer than a whisper. Don't want to draw any attention.
Okay, so What do I do? Okay, we gotta distract him, you're right.
No time to dally. I'll go this way.
Here she is, the hero of the hour. Brushes are oiled.
You can do this for everybody?
Out of sight, out of mind.
Invalid combination?
What do we have here?
Okay, so how do I get it into my inventory? Add to hotbar items. Now that you're gone. What the fuck, man? Well, I can just use my imagination, you know? I can just use my imagination and just pretend that it's funny and that it's really just that's good enough. It just looks like it's black on both sides. Right? It's like a Mos Def album.
I never wanted the easy path.
What a disappointment. This is what I get for this fucking quest? Wait. Oops, painting's still inside. Regardless, this is what I'm wearing for the rest of the game. Oh my god. So you're saying you can get paintings of everybody? Reload an earlier save and then do what? It's just this. It just looks like this. What is the point of this? What a fucking ripoff! Oh my god! Alright. That's enough. Altogether enough foolishness for now. Got my sweet ass new undies. I can send the rest of my negligees away. What are you wearing? Shadowheart's underwear? Karlach's underwear? Netherese briefs? I got some stuff for you guys. Alright, well that's some bullshit. How heavy is this thing? Yeah, a pound, of course. Gold ingot. Send to camp. Alright, that's entirely enough of this foolishness. I'm gonna be back in a little bit. I gotta eat and reset my mental after the massive disappointment of not being able to get myself clothed in beautiful, handsome robes. Look, it's even in the title. Elegant robe. Do I need to say anything more about how amazing this would be? 2023 AAA games. Can't even get a painting of myself. From a freeze frame. Yeah, he's the painter you saved. That's the guy. I could not be more upset. I could not be more jaded. Actually, no, that was pretty fun. Actually, no, it wasn't fun. It was horrifying, but it worked out. And all it took was a little judicious use of Reddit. Alright, I'll be back in like, I don't know, probably an hour and a half or something like that. An hour, whatever it takes. It's a pretty nice day out right now. I gotta slurp up some of the sun. Anyway, I hope your, private Craigslist is going well. And next is Ilmater Temple, the House of Grief, and then Cazador's Palace, and then Gortash, and then Orin. So 6 more events. And then, yeah, Lower City's almost finished. It's easy. All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later.